to run the setup. So. Okay, no problem. The girls team follows the JV right now. We're in the fourth quarter. We're almost about to start the fourth quarter for JV. So about
Welcome one and all, as it is time to come back for Falcon basketball right here on WDCNEmedia.com. I'm Kelly Johnson with you, always bringing you the Falcons as they face off through all the sports all year long. Thank you, and it's a big part of that goes to the Falcon Pride Booster Club, as they have done a tremendous job raising support for the students, the athletes, and DC West. We love to be able to highlight them. So really quick, this is the One Staff Raystone Wealth Partners and Porky Butts Barbecue pregame show, as we have the Falcons taking on Lakeview. And as we just get things rolling here, let's go ahead and say thank you to those sponsors, by the way, really quick. Beyond Dreams Custom Landscape Cookie Cups, Shields, Heidi Sesko, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Junk Stock, New Moon Cleaning, Omaha Animal Medical Group, Dauber Construction, Anchor Roofing, AWS Well Company, One Staff, Raystone Wealth Partners, Brian Urban, Smart Freight Funding, TDH, and Porky Butts. We'll go ahead and head on over and find information about the pregame sponsors right now as we get ready to talk a little bit about the game before us right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Athletes hustle, nurses hustle, recruiters hustle. Guess who's hiring? One Staff, and we're ready for the next team of all-stars. Casual work environment, unlimited opportunity, work hard, play hard, apply today, osmcareers.com. One Staff's goal is to have more personal touch with the travelers we work for and the employees we hire to work with in the healthcare industry. One Staff makes it fun because of the exceptional talent and sparkling souls we seek out to hire. You can apply today, osmcareers.com.
Welcome to Porky Butts Barbecue, a proud sponsor of DC West Athletics.
Hey guys, Blaine here for Porky Butts Barbecue. Teaming up with the local community means a lot to my wife and I, and giving back to the community means everything. We're excited to continue serving award-winning barbecue to our community and everybody that just enjoys our smoked meat.
You can find Porky Butts award-winning barbecue located off of 156th and Maple, where we offer dine-in and catering perfect for any size of events.
Come to Porky Butts where we're smoking our butts off.
It is the 4-7 the Lady Falcons taking on the 3-5 Lakeview Vikings. Let's go ahead and take a look at the teams here a little bit as we run through the stats and find out some of the things that we're looking at. So, for example, leaders for each team points per game. Larkin Greason, 10 points per game. Field goal percentage leading the way is Abby Bird, 55% for the Vikings. Jocelyn Majestric is leading in rebounds per game at 3.9. Callie Helms leading at 2 assists per game. And steals per game goes to Kenzie Greason at 2.1. The free throw percentage per game goes to Kenzie Greason at 82% at the foul line. And then Kenzie Greason also leads the way at 53% from the three-point line. So overall leader, Larkin Greason is leading the way at 81 points. Coming back for the Falcons, and take a look at their lineups as well. For points per game, Addie Strong leading the way at 11.1. Bella Zock is coming up the leader for field goal percentage of 51%. Rebounds per game, Talia Walsh at 5.1 on average. Assists per game goes to Addie Strong, 3.6. Steals per game, also Addie Strong, 2.2. Blocks per game, Talia Walsh, 1 block per game. And The free throw percentage goes to Elliot Eastep at 74%, leading the way there. 3-point field goal percentage leader is Belazaka, 33. And Addie Strong leading the way with 111 points so far this season. Well, as we get into January, moving through the middle third of the season, and again, almost feels like winter as we do have some rain and stuff like that happening. Chance of snow yet tonight, so we'll keep a close eye on all of that for you as we continue on. But again, this is the one staff, the Porky Butts Barbecue, and excuse me, and Raystone Wealth Partners Brian Urban's pregame show. Let's go ahead and say thank you to all the sponsors.
Anchor Roofing and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of DC West Falcons, and they can handle all roofing needs, both residential and commercial. Their philosophy is just built around how you would like to be treated as if they were in your shoes. So they take away all that guesswork by having open, honest dialogue with their customers. It makes the whole process easier for everyone. Learn more at anchorroofing.com. Water is the source of life, and with more of us moving to the dream of quiet country living, we need a trusted source for our home's water needs. AWS Well Company of Meade is that professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. Full service provider and one stop for everything from private to commercial water well drilling. Put AWS Wells expertise to work for your water needs. Find out more about the area's groundwater pros. Go to AWS. Athletes hustle, nurses hustle, recruiters hustle. Guess who's hiring? One staff, and we're ready for the next team of all-stars. Casual work environment, unlimited opportunity. Work hard, play hard. Apply today. OSMcareers.com. One staff's goal is to have more personal touch with the travelers we work for and the employees we hire to work with in the healthcare industry. One staff makes it fun because of the exceptional talent and sparkling souls we seek out to hire. You can apply today, osmcareers.com. Smart Freight Funding, the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry, is a proud sponsor of DC West sports, activities, and the Booster Club. You can find details about Smart Freight Funding at smartfreightfunding.com.
When roof damage, leaks, or exterior wear put your property at risk, they're here to help with responsive service and clear solutions. Since 2006, our TDH contracting team has served Omaha and the surrounding Douglas County areas, providing solutions that focus on safety, durability, and transparency. They help local homeowners and businesses take control of unexpected roofing problems, storm damage, and ongoing structural concerns with practical, high-quality work. From urgent repairs to full remodels, they're equipped to handle a wide range of needs with a steady hand and a forward-thinking approach. TDH Contracting, building up trust one project at a time.
New Moon Cleaning is a proud sponsor of DC West Sports and Activities and Booster Club. You can check out New Moon Cleaning, where you can refresh, renew, and revive your home. Find them at new-moon-cleaning.com.
Omaha Animal Medical Group is a full-service veterinary clinic located at 3316 North 120th Street in Omaha. Our 3 doctors are available for regular appointments, walk-ins, emergencies, and surgical procedures. Dr. Courtney Knott of Omaha Animal Medical Group offers small animal veterinary in-home visits to Valley and Waterloo residents. This is a low-stress option for your pet's health care needs.
Omaha Animal Medical Group, where pets are family.
Welcome to Porky Butts Barbecue, a proud sponsor of DC West Athletics.
Hey guys, Blaine here for Porky Butts Barbecue. Teaming up with the local community means a lot to my wife and I, and giving back to the community means everything. We're excited to continue serving award-winning barbecue to our community and everybody that just enjoys our smoked meat.
You can find Porky Butts award-winning barbecue located off of 156th and Maple, where we offer dine-in and catering perfect for any size of events.
Come to Porky Butts where we're smoking our butts off.
Welcome back to the Falcon Gymnasium. It is almost time for basketball, but we will be turning things over here in a little bit to the stadium announcers as we will be getting the introductions and everything taken care of for us. Jim, say thank you to all the sponsors. And Grant, we do have some young supporters of the Lady Falcons here. Elementary hoops setting up there. So let's go ahead and bring in the stadium announcer for us.
Basketball fans, welcome to Douglas County West High School for a nice game between the Vikings of Columbus Lakeview High School and your Douglas County West Falcons. Now, if you all please rise and remove your caps. As the DC West Pit Band, under the direction of Miss Liz Quinn, will honor America with our national anthem. The starting lineup for tonight's contest. First for the Vikings of Lakeview High School. A freshman, number 3, Jalen Maestrick. A senior, number 5, Kenzie Bryson. A sophomore, number 14, Hadley Horner. A sophomore, number 20, Larkin Bryson. A sophomore, number 22, Callie Helm. Assistant coaches are Preston Carball, Natalie Kent, Caitlin Harvey, head coach of the Vikings, Dave McCary. And now, the starting lineup for your Douglas County West Falcons. A senior, number 31, Bella Sock. A senior, number 35, Eddie Strong. A junior, number 41, Erica Murphy. A junior, number 45, Talia Walsh. A sophomore, number 51, Elliot Easton. Assistant coaches, Stan Shaw, Noah Uhl. Head coach of the Falcons, Russ Steinmeier. Let's play basketball.
All right, so we have the introductions taking place. Time to play basketball. And it looks like we're going to see Talia Walsh up against Jalen Magistric for the tip-off. All right, here we back. Now let's go ahead. And the tip-off is won by the Vikings. Get it across the timeline, bring it to the near side. Top of the key goes to the far side, and that goes over to Greason. Greason gets it back to the top of the key to Warren Greason. So a couple of Greasons out there, so we'll have to use our first names for that. Jumper was out of hoop and back around. Comes her up to the top. Lauren Greason back across, and three-point shot by Masick. And it is no good. The rebound goes into a jump ball, and the possession arrow favors the Falcons. Addie Strong to inbound, gets it in to Estep. Estep gets across the timeline, sets up the play. Bounce pass to the far side. And that goes over to, let's see, Murphy. Estep. Estep to Belazak. Estep now at the top of the key. Goes to the near side to Strong. Strong underneath to Talia Walsh. Back over to Estep. Drives in. Sends it back out to Strong. Strong drives in. Puts it up. But the rebound is by Talia Walsh and able to drop that in for two. 1 minute in. First 2 points on the board for the Falcons. The Vikings have the ball. Top of the key is Helms. Gets a sense of the near side to Kenzie. Kenzie puts it up. Rebound. Ends up going out of bounds as Estep tries to hold on to that one, but so it stays with the Vikings. Greason, Kenzie Greason to inbound. Sends it out to the top to Magistric. Sorry about that. Pass coming in. So we see Homug try to pass it across, and it goes out of bounds to turn over to the Falcons. Estep with the ball, gets across the timeline. Bounce pass to Zock. Bella Zock on the far side to Murphy. Murphy back out to Estep. Estep sends it across to the key to the near side. Back to Bella Zock, who ended up on the near side. Top of the key with Strong, back to Zock. Zock down to Murphy. Murphy in the near corner. Back out to Estep. Estep sends it to Zock, takes the three, and the rebound is by Murphy. Murphy tries to go up and gets the foul. So that's going to send Erica Murphy, to the free throw line. A first team foul and first personal foul for Jalen for some reason, I'm stumbling on that one a lot. Magistric. Second one is up, and that one is good. 3-0, Falcons with the lead. Inbound to Lauren Greason. Greason working. Pressed by Murphy. Sends it across, but stolen away and able to save it was Bella Zock. Gets it over to Murphy. Murphy to Estep. Estep back over to Bella Zock. Bella Zock to Estep on the near side. Bella Zock at the top. Sends it to Strong on the far side. Strong drives in. Sends it out to Estep, who takes the three. And that was just a little hard, but Strong right there for the rebound. And it ends up on the rebound going out of bounds off of the Falcons. So turnover to the Vikings. Vikings get it to inbound. That is Helms. Driving, sends it across. Three-point shot is a little too hard, but that is rebounded by Greason. Greason sends it all the way across. And we see Kenzie sends it back out to the top to Larkin. Larkin goes to the top of the key, sets up the play. Brings it to the near side to Honet. Underneath to Maestrick. And lose control of the ball. Murphy gets it over to Strong. Strong drives in, puts it up. Does not drop in, but draws the foul. So that's the second team foul for the Vikings. First personal foul for Kenzie Greason. So we have Addie Strong at the free throw line, shooting two. First attempt is up, and that is good. Free throw line is where you can make or break a game, obviously. You want to be able to get that percentage up. Right now, we have 3 out of 4, 75% at the free throw line for the Falcons. Onto the far side. Drives in, not able to get it to go up, but the rebound was by Maestric, and going up and draws the foul. And that is the first team foul for the Falcons. First personal foul for Elliot Eastep. Eastrick's first attempt is up and good. First point for Lakeview. 4:28 left of the first period. Second attempt, and that one's off to the side. Rebound by Addie Strong for the Falcons. Sends it forward to Eastep. Eastep gets across the timeline. To the far side to Belazak. Belazak driving in and goes out of bounds off of the leg of Kinsey Greason, so it stays with the Falcons. 4:15 left of the first period. 23 seconds left on the shot clock. Zock with the inbound. Inbound to Strong. Strong looked at the three, but goes to the free throw line with a jumper. Comes back out and goes out of bounds off of a Viking, so stays with the Falcons. Strong inbounds, gets it to Eastep. Eastep going to the top of the key. Back to Strong on the near side. Strong goes to the top, sends it in across to Belazak, who goes through a few hands there to get there. Belazak on the ground, but is able to get it passed out to Eastep. Eastep back over to Strong on the far side. Tries to get it in underneath, batted away, but picked up by Strong again. She drives the lane, puts it up. The jumper is not good, but the foul is, so that's the third team foul for the Vikings. First personal foul for Callie Helms. Addie Strong back at the line. Last time she made both of them. Now she's made this one as well. One more attempt. And that is up and good as well. Good strong showing at the free throw line. 5 out of 6 have been made for the Falcons. A little bit of travel there. Pass underneath. Trying to put it up is Tomke and able to get 2. Inbound for the Falcons, gets over to Eastep. Eastep across the timeline to Strong on the near side. Back to Eastep. Now we have Belazak back to Eastep to Strong. Strong driving in. Bounce pass underneath to Murphy. Chasing it down, able to rescue it to Zock. Zock looking for help. Gets it over to Eastep at the top of the key. Eastep picks up the dribble, sends it over to Zock to Eastep. Now Strong on the near side. Picks up the dribble, sends it. And then we have a lane violation. So turnover there. For the Vikings, inbound goes to Helms. Helms gets it across the timeline, comes to the near side. Loses control of it, picked up by Strong for the Falcons. The layup is up and good. Inbound comes back in for Helms. Gets across the timeline again for the Vikings on the near side. Double team. Sends it across to Kinsey. Kinsey now over to Tomke. Tries the three. It's off the mark. Rebound by Murphy for the Falcons. Gets it over to Eastep. Eastep drives. Gets it to Strong on the near side. Strong back to the three-point line. Sends it all the way across to Zock. Zock tried to fake but not get in underneath Talia Walsh, and that one's short. Rebound was by Bird for the Vikings. Tried to pass underneath. Talia Walsh got her hand on it, so turnover back over to the Falcons. Zock on the far side. Gets it to Eastep. Eastep back to Zock. Zock to Strong. And another 3-second violation. That's the second 3-second violation in a row for the Falcons. Excuse me. So, with that, we're going to go ahead and looks like they're taking a timeout. Minute 48 left. And we'll go ahead and take a quick break right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Anchor Roofing and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of DC West Falcons, and they can handle all roofing needs, both residential and commercial. Their philosophy is just built around how you would like to be treated as if they were in your shoes. So they take away all that guesswork by having open, honest dialogue with their customers. It makes the whole process easier for everyone. Learn more at anchorroofing.com.
Love bringing you basketball. If you need to stay indoors because the weather is, well, more seasonal. Yeah, we have it all here for you on WDCNEmedia.com. It is the Lakeview Vikings taking on the Lady Falcons. Minute 48 left of the first period. Falcons leading 9-3. Vikings inbound coming out of the break. Goes to the near side as Bird sends it in underneath to Tomke. Tomke bounce pass underneath to Line. Line looking for help. Gets it back out to Bird. Bird bounce pass back out to Humig. Turn around looking for help. Back over to Bird. Bird drives in the lane. Puts the jumper up off the mark. Rebound by Estep for the Falcons. Estep back across the top of the line. Drives in. Sends it to the near side. And taking the jumper is Veith. Not able to get it to drop in. Rebound by the Vikings. They send it to the far side. Back to the top. Bird now gets it across over to Homig. Homig goes to Tomke. Tomke sends it across, and that is by Kenzie Greason. Drives in. Picked up by Veith for the Falcons. And they end up getting it in the hands of Estep to cross the line. Top of the key, calling the play. Sending it back over to McAvoy in, as well as Veith now on the near side. Top of the key, step back to Veith. Veith to Zock, back to Estep. Estep to Strong underneath the turnaround jumper put up. Not able to get it to drop in, and ends up going out of bounds, and they say it was out of bounds off of Strong, so 18.8 seconds left of the first period. Falcons lead 9-3. Inbound goes to Kenzie Greason. Crosses the timeline, comes in near side. Bird sends it out. Jumper with Honig, and that one's off the mark. 5 seconds left. Comes back up, and that one's off the mark. Veith gets it inbound, and that is the end of the first period. Score stays 9-3. Falcons over the Vikings right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Water is the source of life, and with more of us moving to the dream of quiet country living, we need a trusted source for our home's water needs. AWS Well Company of Meade is that professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. Full service provider and one stop for everything from private to commercial water well drilling. Put AWS Wells expertise to work for your water needs. Find out more about the area's groundwater pros. Go to awswell.com. Athletes hustle, nurses hustle, recruiters hustle. Guess who's hiring? One staff, and we're ready for the next team of all-stars. Casual work environment, unlimited opportunity, work hard, play hard, apply today, osmcareers.com. One Staff's goal is to have more personal touch with the travelers we work for and the employees we hire to work with in the healthcare industry. One Staff makes it fun because of the exceptional talent and sparkling souls we seek out to hire. You can apply today, osmcareers.com.
Welcome back to the Falcon Gymnasium as the Lady Falcons take on Lakeview Vikings. About ready to start the second period. Falcons lead 9-3. Inbound for the Vikings. Kenzie Gleason gets it back, hands it off over, and that is to Larkin Greason. Greason sends it to the near side as we see Kenzie all of a sudden over here. Puts it up, rebound, and that is a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to the Falcons. Belazak in. And replacing Veith for the Falcons Playing quite a few players so far already. The Falcons have been doing some turnaround on that, getting some experience for the players. To the near side, we have Zock. Zock sends it to Estep. Estep sends it to McAvoy on the far side. Bounce pass underneath. Strong, not able to hold on to it. Turns it over. Forwards all the way across. Gets it underneath and puts it up. Not able to get it in. Chasing it down. Strong, not able to save it, and stays with the Vikings. Kenzie Greason out to inbound, sends it to Larkin Greason. Larkin at the top, calling the play. Goes to the far side to Maestrick. Maestrick gets it up to Hams, takes a three, not able to get it dropped. Strong for the Falcons with the ball, passes it forward to Estep. Puts it up and draws the foul, not able to get it to drop in, so that is going to send her to the free throw line for 2 attempts. That's the first team foul of the second period. First personal foul for Hayden Homig. Or Hornug. Yeah, there we go. Not able to get that one to drop in. She has one more attempt. Second attempt is up, and that is good. 10-3, Falcons with the lead. So 4 out of 6 free throws in for the Falcons. We see Larkin Greason go to the far side, looking for help, sends it across, back to Larkin. Larkin drives the lane, passes it back out, and calls for the travel. Turnover to the Falcons, 6:42 left of the half. Inbound, Estep goes back, sends it over to Belazak. Belazak gets across the timeline. Sends to the far side to McAvoy. Back to Zock. McAvoy on the far side, back to Zock at the top. Zock to Estep on the near side, back to Zock. Zock to McAvoy. McAvoy bounce pass to the far side to Murphy. Murphy gets it back out to Belazak, now on the right side. Couple of dribbles, driving in. Picks it up, gets it over to Strong. Strong driving in the lane, drives it up and in for 2. Helms inbounds to Larkin Greason. And then we get the cross the timeline, and a timeout is called. So we'll take a quick break right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
New Moon Cleaning is a proud sponsor of DC West Sports and Activities and Booster Club. You can check out New Moon Cleaning, where you can refresh, renew, and revive your home. Find them at new-moon-cleaning.com.
Again, we want to say thank you to all the Falcon Pride Booster Club sponsors, bringing the coverage right here on WDCNEmedia.com. Coming out of the break, the Vikings have the ball. They get it over to Helms. Helms drives across, gets it underneath to Bird. Bird looking for help. Double team. And gets stripped away. Ball is jump ball, called jump ball. The Vikings get the ball as that possession arrow goes their way. So the Vikings at their own baseline to inbound. 17 seconds on the shot clock for them. 5:46 left of the half. 12-3, the Falcons lead. So it looks like we have, see who is that coming out. I'll have to look at that. Top of the key, Bird driving in. Bounce pass to the far side as Kenzie Greason takes the three. It bounces out. Going up, there's a collision on the rebound. Maestrick comes down, and she draws the foul. That's the first personal foul for McAvoy, first team foul of the second period for the Falcons. Inbound underneath the Maestrick. Maestrick with a turnaround jumper, able to drop that one in for 2. 5:25 left of the period, 12-5, Falcons with the lead. Zock gets across the timeline. Top to McAvoy, back to Zock on the left side, all the way in the near corner, E-step. Back to the top for McAvoy. McAvoy sends across to the right side where Zock now is. Back to the top, E-step. McAvoy at the top of the key. Zock on the far side, looking for the screen, driving in, sends it back out to Murphy. Murphy had to reach, but was able to save it. A little bit long on that three-pointer for McAvoy. Rebound. And as we see McAvoy going after it with the forward pass, she draws her second personal foul on that one and the second team foul. 4:43 left of the half. Inbound goes to Kenzie Greason for the Vikings. Sends it all the way across, and that is to Hornig. Hornig pass gets stolen away by Murphy for the Falcons. And as she goes in, Hornig gets the foul, and so that's the second team foul and second personal foul for Hornig. I believe Lily Zock now out on the playing field as well. So now we have the Zock sisters. Inbound comes out to Lily Zock. Goes across to Strong. Strong sends it east up to the top of the key. Drives in the lane, sends it back out to the top for Lily Zock over to Bella Zock on the far side. Underneath to Strong. Strong with a turnaround. Tries to put it up, not able to hold a grip on it. Turn over to Larkin Greason. Goes to the far side. Ends up going out of bounds and turning over to the Falcons. Oh, no, it stays with the Vikings. Inbound comes in, Larkin Greason. Greason sends it to the near side as a line. Bounce pass to Kenzie. Kenzie sends it out. 3-point long three. And that one's by Callie Helms for 3. Falcons get it to Bella Zock across the timeline. On the far side driving. And the Falcons call a timeout, so we will take another timeout as well. Come back right after this break as we say thank you to the Falcon Pride Booster Club boosters.
Smart Freight Funding, the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry, is a proud sponsor of DC West sports, activities, and the Booster Club. You can find details about Smart Freight Funding at smartfreightfunding.com.
When roof damage, leaks, or exterior wear put your property at risk, they're here to help with responsive service and clear solutions. Since 2006, our TDH contracting team has served Omaha and the surrounding Douglas County areas, providing solutions that focus on safety, durability, and transparency. They help local homeowners and businesses take control of unexpected roofing problems, storm damage, and ongoing structural concerns with practical, high-quality work. From urgent repairs to full remodels, they're equipped to handle a wide range of needs with a steady hand and a forward-thinking approach. TDH Contracting, building up trust one project at a time.
Welcome back to Falcon Gymnasium. It is the Lady Falcons taking on the Vikings from Lakeview. Falcons lead 12-8, 3:41 left of the half. Bella Zock inbound for the Falcons, gets the E-step. E-step sends it to Lily Zock to Murphy. Murphy back over to E-step, and Bella Zock then sends it to the far side. Bella Zock to Lily Zock. Now to Murphy, back to Bella Zock. E-step to Bella Zock. Bella Zock driving in from the far side. Gets it underneath to Strong, who's able to put the jumper up and in. The Vikings get it across the timeline. Get it to the far side, and that's, let's see, line 3-point by the Vikings. Bounces out, rebound by Estep. Drives down from one side to the other. The jumper too hard, but Belazak with a rebound puts it up, comes back out. Zock with a rebound again. Sends it out to Murphy. Murphy back to Belazak. Belazak all the way out to Estep at the top of the key. To Lily Zock on the far side. Lily Zock to Murphy. Murphy to Estep. Estep to Belazak. To Lily Zock on the near side. Looked at the three. She dribbles. Sends it now to Estep. Estep back to Belazak on the right side. Far right corner to Murphy. Back out to the top for Estep. Tries to get underneath to Strong, and the Vikings able to get a hand in there. The pass forward. It gets in the hands, and the rebound gets in to Helms, who tries to go up, draws the foul, not getting the ball to drop, but that will send her to the free throw line for two. And that is the first foul by Lily Zock. Third team foul, 2:08 left of the half. First attempt is up, and that one rims out for Callie Helms. Talia Walsh in, replacing Lily Zock. Second attempt is good. Inbound for the Falcon, gets to Estep. Estep gets across the timeline, sends it forward to Talia Walsh over the far side. Nope, that's Lily Zock still in. Back to Lily Zock. Zock to Murphy. Murphy to top of Bella, and then we have Estep. Estep to Murphy. Murphy to Bella. Bella to Lily. Lily to Estep with a three, and that one's off the mark. Rebound by the Vikings. Go to the far side. Lou's going to pick it up, so that is Line. Gets it over to the near side as Helms puts the jumper up. That's off the mark. Brought in by Estep. Estep driving, working to get across the timeline. He's able to do so. Gets to the near side to Lily Zock. Lily Zock to Talia Walsh. Ball gets popped up in the hands of the Vikings. Goes all the way near side. Three-pointer, and that one is long. Rebound by Lily Zock. Gets it over to Murphy. Murphy sends it to the far side as Estep gets it across the timeline. Ball tapped away, but Estep able to get it there. Lily Zock to now Bella Zock. Bella Zock driving on the far side. Cross to Talia Walsh. Walsh back to Bella Zock. Bella Zock at the top of the key. Drives in, turn around, sends it forward to Murphy. He puts it up and is able to get it to drop in for two. 31 seconds left. 16-9. Falcons with a lead. Goes to the far side to Line. Line looking for help. 17 seconds. Now Larkin Greason with a three-point. That one rims out, and that is picked up. Goes out of bounds, and that is a turnover to the Falcons with 8.7 seconds left of the half. Belazak to inbound. Gets it in to Estep. Estep to Strong. Strong sends it to the near side. Lily Zock with the two-point jumper. And that is the half. 18-9. Falcons with the lead. And that is going to take us into halftime. So we will go ahead and take a break. And the halftime is actually going to be brought to us by Smart Freight Funding and TDH Roofing. So let's go ahead and say thank you to them and all the sponsors right here on WDCNemedia.com.
Smart Freight Funding, the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry, is a proud sponsor of DC West sports, activities, and the Booster Club. You can find details about Smart Freight Funding at smartfreightfunding.com.
When roof damage, leaks, or exterior wear put your property at risk, they're here to help with responsive service and clear solutions. Since 2006, our TDH contracting team has served Omaha and the surrounding Douglas County areas, providing solutions that focus on safety, durability, and transparency. They help local homeowners and businesses take control of unexpected roofing problems, storm damage, and ongoing structural concerns with practical, high-quality work. From urgent repairs to full remodels, they're equipped to handle a wide range of needs with a steady hand and a forward-thinking approach. TDH Contracting, building up trust one project at a time.
We have the Falcon cheerleaders on right now for halftime. We'd like to be able to show them. We do have to be very careful with regulations regarding playing the music. And we have the Falcon cheer squad getting ready for competitions.
Let's hear it for our DC West cheerleaders.
All right, we'll continue our halftime. Coming up with the second half in a little bit. It is, again, Falcons leading over the Vikings 18-9 right here on WDCNemedia.com.
Anchor Roofing and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of DC West Falcons, and they can handle all roofing needs, both residential and commercial. Their philosophy is just built around how you would like to be treated as if they were in your shoes. So they take away all that guesswork by having open, honest dialogue with their customers. It makes the whole process easier for everyone. Learn more at anchorroofing.com. Water is the source of life, and with more of us moving to the dream of quiet country living, we need a trusted source for our home's water needs. AWS Well Company of Meade is that professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. Full service provider and one stop for everything from private to commercial water well drilling. Put AWS Wells expertise to work for your water needs. Find out more about the area's groundwater pros. Go to awswell.com. Athletes hustle, nurses hustle, recruiters hustle. Guess who's hiring? One staff, and we're ready for the next team of all-stars. Casual work environment, unlimited opportunity, work hard, play hard, apply today, osmcareers.com. One staff's goal is to have more personal touch with the travelers we work for and the employees we hire to work with in the healthcare industry. One Staff makes it fun because of the exceptional talent and sparkling souls we seek out to hire. You can apply today, osmcareers.com. Smart Freight Funding, the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry, is a proud sponsor of DC West sports, activities, and the Booster Club. You can find details about Smart Freight Funding at smartfreightfunding.com.
When roof damage, leaks, or exterior wear put your property at risk, they're here to help with responsive service and clear solutions. Since 2006, our TDH contracting team has served Omaha and the surrounding Douglas County areas, providing solutions that focus on safety, durability, and transparency. They help local homeowners and businesses take control of unexpected roofing problems, storm damage, and ongoing structural concerns with practical, high-quality work. From urgent repairs to full remodels, they're equipped to handle a wide range of needs with a steady hand and a forward-thinking approach. TDH Contracting, building up trust one project at a time.
New Moon Cleaning is a proud sponsor of DC West Sports and Activities and Booster Club. You can check out New Moon Cleaning, where you can refresh, renew, and revive your home. Find them at new-moon-cleaning.com.
Omaha Animal Medical Group is a full-service veterinary clinic located at 3316 North 120th Street in Omaha. Our 3 doctors are available for regular appointments, walk-ins, emergencies, and surgical procedures. Dr. Courtney Knott of Omaha Animal Medical Group offers small animal veterinary in-home visits to Valley and Waterloo residents. This is a low-stress option for your pet's health care needs.
Omaha Animal Medical Group, where pets are family.
Welcome to Porky Butts Barbecue, a proud sponsor of DC West Athletics.
Hey guys, Blaine here for Porky Butts Barbecue. Teaming up with the local community means a lot to my wife and I, and giving back to the community means everything. We're excited to continue serving award-winning barbecue to our community and everybody that just enjoys our smoked meat.
You can find Porky Butts award-winning barbecue located off of 156th and Maple, where we offer dine-in and catering perfect for any size of events.
Come to Porky Butts where we're smoking our butts off.
What a fun halftime they've had for us as we started things off with the Falcon competition cheer squad, and then they had a chuck-a-duck competition going on. Starting to see those more often. We'll see what happens during the halftime of the boys' game as we continue on. Want to say thank you again to the Falcon Pride Booster Club for being great partners of ours to be able to bring all these sporting activities, supporting the Falcon students, athletes in school. I want to say thank you to all the sponsors, including Beyond Dreams Custom Landscape, Cook Cups, Shields, Heidi Sesko, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Junk Stock, New Moon Cleaning, Omaha Animal Medical Group, Dauber Construction, Anchor Roofing, AWS Well Company, One Staff, Raystone Wealth Partners, Brian Urban, Smart Freight Funding, TDH, and Porky Butts Barbecue. Well, that's going to wrap up halftime, and now we have the Falcons going to be able to inbound, getting off. So, Falcons inbound. It's Strong, sends it in to Estep. Estep to Murphy on the far side. Murphy to Belazak now at the top of the key. Belazak back over to Estep. Estep to Strong at the top of the key. To Murphy on the right side. Murphy sends it to Talia Walsh all the way across to Belazak. Back in. Strong drives but pulls back. Gets it underneath to Bella Zock. Pushes in, but is called for the travel. Slips that pivot foot just a little too much. Turnover to the Vikings. Helms across the timeline. Sends it in, comes across underneath, and with that one, Maestrick with the 2-point jumper. E-step. Gets it over to Bella Zock. Zock back to E-step on the far side. E-step to Zock. Zock to Talia Walsh. Talia Walsh over to Murphy on the near side. Murphy gets it to Strong to E-step. E-step on the left side. Bounce pass to Talia Walsh at the top. Walsh gets it to Zock. Zock looks at 3. Gets it to E-step on the near side. Back to Zock. Top of the key now with Strong. Strong to E-step. 3 seconds left of the shot clock. Turnaround jumper. And doesn't drop in. Rebound by Zock doesn't go in. Rebound by the Vikings. Comes down to the near side. Gets it in underneath. Maestrick, turnaround jumper, puts it up and in. 4 points unanswered for the Vikings going into the second half here. E-step, top of the key. Goes across. E-step gets it back to Zock. Zock. Back to E-step. E-step to Zock. Zock on the far side is Strong. Looked at the 3. Drives in from the free throw line. Puts it up. Not able to get a drop in. But Zock there. 3rd attempt. Now again 4th attempt. 5th attempt. Somewhere in there was a foul. The first team foul for the Vikings. That's putting E-step to the free throw line, and that is the 2nd personal foul for Helms for the Vikings. First attempt is up and good. One more try for E-step. Up, and that one is also good. 20-13, Falcons with the lead. Helms gets across the timeline. Driving. Gets it up, puts it up at the free throw line. It drops in. 20-15. Helms with the points on that one. Bella Zock on the near side. Sends it to the near corner. E-step. E-step back to Zock. Zock sends it to the top of the key for Strong. Strong all the way across to Murphy. Murphy to Zock. Zock on the far side. Talia Walsh was down, but she's back up. Zock on the far corner, driving in, puts it up, not able to get it, hits the back corner of the backboard. Vikings sending it forward to the near side. Bounce pass underneath. Maestrick too hard, battle for it, comes out, goes to Hornig. Hornig goes in, draws the foul. It's the first team foul, and 2nd personal foul for Elliot E-step. I believe that is Hadley Hornick for 2 attempts. First attempt is up. That one's too hard and bounces out. Waiting for the 2nd attempt. Up, and that is rims around and bounces out. Rebound gets over to E-step for the Falcons. Falcons come across. E-step now sends it to Zock on the near side. Zock gets it down to the corner to Veith. Back to Zock. Zock over to E-step. E-step drives in, puts it up, and too hard. Rebound, battle for it, and it's a jump ball, and possession arrow now favors the Vikings. 4:32 left in the 3rd period. Falcons leading 20-15. Both teams have 1 foul for the period. So the inbound gets over to Kenzie Reason. Kenzie sends it to the near side to Hornick. Hornick bounce pass underneath. goes out of bounds and turnover to the Falcons. Jade Veith inbounds to Estep. Estep sends it forward to Belazak, back to Estep. Estep on the far side to Veith. Murphy, then to Estep. Estep now back down to Murphy. Murphy to Estep. Estep to Zock at the top of the key. Zock sends it to Veith on the near side, back to Estep on the far side. She drives in, gets it underneath to Strong. Strong with a turnaround jumper. It rims out, and chasing it down, Veith with a rebound. Sends it back out to the top of the key for Estep, for Strong. Back over to the far side. Estep takes a three, and it gets through several hands, picked up by Estep. Estep gets the block and sends across to Veith. Veith's three is off, but nice save by Murphy. Gets it out to Estep. Estep sends it over to Belazak. Belazak now driving in the free throw line, sends it out to Murphy, takes a three. That one's too hard. And that is retrieved by Abby Bird. Sending it forward to Larkin Greason. Sends all the way across to Bird. Bird sends a three and is able to drop that one in. 20-18, Falcons with the lead. Belazak on the far side. Gets it to Veith. Veith at the top of the key. Gets it in underneath. And a timeout is called by the Falcons. So it's a short timeout. We'll take a quick one. Actually, we'll keep it right here. Again, say thank you to all the sponsors. In the upper left-hand corner, you see all the sponsors, including a QR code you can go to for the Falcon Pride Booster Club. If you want to learn more, you can certainly go and then join and be a great part of the students, the athletes, and the DC West. Sponsors like Beyond Dreams Custom Landscape, Cook Cups, Shields, Heidi Sesko, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Junk Stock, New Moon Cleaning, Omaha Animal Medical Group, Daubert Construction, Anchor Roofing, AWS Well Company, One Staff, Raystone Wealth Partners, Brian Urban, Smart Freight Funding, TDH, and Porky Butts. It's going to be Falcons basketball coming out of the timeout. Veith inbound to Estep. Estep sends it across to Belazak. Zock to Murphy on the far corner. Back up to Estep. Top of the key for Veith. Veith gets it over to Zock. Back to Veith. Estep. Estep looked at the three. Back to Veith. Estep. 7 seconds left. Underneath to Strong. Strong sends it in underneath. Trying to get it in underneath to Belazak, and it is out of bounds off of the Vikings. 2 seconds on this. Inbound to Strong. That one rims out. Veith with the rebound. Back out. 3-point by Estep, and that one's off the mark. And we have a jump ball, so it stays with the Falcons. Inbound goes out to Zock. Zock drives it in at the free throw line, sends it out to Estep. Estep driving in now, retreats back to the three-point line, sends it over to Veith at the top of the key, back to Estep. Estep bounces out over to Zock. Zock to Veith. Veith to Zock. Zock on the far corner. Estep at the top, back to Belazak. Zock driving in. 7 seconds left of the shot clock. Gets it into Strong. Strong with a turnaround. It's short, but she gets the foul, so that is going to send her to the free throw line. Second team foul. And that is the second personal foul for Kenzie Greason. First attempt is good. Strong's been good at that free throw line, so you can tell that she's been getting that muscle memory going. Second attempt is up, and that is good as well. 22-18. Not a lot of scoring so far in this second half. Gets it over to Helms. Helms looking for help. Gets back out to Line. Line sends it across to Bird. Bird gets it in underneath to Tomke. Not able to get it, stripped away by Strong, who's driving. Gets down, pulls back. Turnaround jumper, puts it up and in for two. Extends the lead by 6, 24-18. Helms picks it up, sends it to Line to the near side. Line driving in. Back over to Helms. Helms gets it back out to Kinsey Greason. Greason turns around, drives in, and draws the foul. So that is the second team foul for the Falcons. That's going to be a first personal foul for Bella Zock. Vikings to inbound. Get it in. Three-pointer is short, but retrieved by Maestrup. Gets it back out to the top to Bird. Bird in the line, a turnaround jumper, and is able to get that one to sink in for two. 33 seconds left of the third period. 24-20, Falcons with a lead. E-step, top of the key. Sends it to Bella Zock on the far side. Calling the play, 18 seconds, looking to be able to set it up as the last shot for the period. E-step gets it over to Veith. Veith to E-step. E-step to Zock. 10 seconds. E-step. Bounce pass over. 4 seconds. Zock's going to have to put the jumper in. Nope, she gets it in and not able to put it up. Got it over to Murphy. Murphy was not able to get it in. So that is 3. 24-20, Falcons hold the lead. We'll be back in 1 minute right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Omaha Animal Medical Group is a full-service veterinary clinic located at 3316 North 120th Street in Omaha. Our 3 doctors are available for regular appointments, walk-ins, emergencies, and surgical procedures. Dr. Courtney Knott of Omaha Animal Medical Group offers small animal veterinary in-home visits to Valley and Waterloo residents. This is a low-stress option for your pet's health care needs.
Omaha Animal Medical Group, where pets are family.
Welcome to Porky Butts Barbecue, a proud sponsor of DC West Athletics.
Hey guys, Blaine here for Porky Butts Barbecue. Teaming up with the local community means a lot to my wife and I, and giving back to the community means everything. We're excited to continue serving award-winning barbecue to our community and everybody that just enjoys our smoked meat.
You can find Porky Butts award-winning barbecue located off of 156th and Maple, where we offer dine-in and catering perfect for any size of events.
Come to Porky Butts where we're smoking our butts off.
Well, we're now moving into the fourth period as the Falcons hold the lead. Vikings get the inbound. Inbound gets over the near side. Helms. Turned around, drives in the lane, sends it back out to Greason. Greason with a three-point. Rebound by Bella Zock for the Falcons. Gets it over to E-step. E-step drives along. Goes across the top. Gets it to Bella Zock on the far side. Murphy down in the corner. Back to E-step. E-step to Veith to Bella Zock. Zock sends all the way across. E-step takes the three. That one bounces out, but Murphy with the rebound. And holds on to it long enough. It becomes a jump ball, and so stays with the Falcons. Veith to inbound for the Falcons. Gets it out to Zock. Zock across to Strong, who's able to put it up and in for two. 7:15 left of the game. 26-20, Falcons with the lead. Vikings on the far side, gives it across to the top to that's the line. Line gets it underneath to Maestrup, puts it up for two. Falcons inbound, get it to E-step. E-step across the timeline to the near side of Bella Zock, underneath to Strong. Strong to the near side to Murphy. Murphy to Zock. Zock across to the top to E-step. E-step now underneath to Strong. Strong drives, puts it up, and it is batted away. But the save goes right back over to Estep. Estep sends it to Strong on the near side. Strong at the top of the key. Strong to Zock. Zock takes the three, and that one's off the mark. Battle for the rebound goes into Maestricht for the Vikings. Send it forward to Bird on the far side. Bird drives in, puts it up. Way off the mark on the shot, but draws the foul. So that's the first team foul for the fourth period. First personal foul for Addie Strong. But that is sending Abby Bird to the free throw line for the Vikings. First attempt is up, and that one's good. 3 points separate the two teams currently. Line comes out, as well as Helms. Larkin Creason now in. Second attempt is up and good. Now they bring in Hornig for the Vikings. Vythe inbounds to Estep. Estep gets across the timeline. Back to Vythe. Vythe sends it to Murphy on the far corner. Back to Estep on the far side. Cross to the top for Belazak to Vythe. Vythe gets it to Murphy underneath. Back out to Belazak. Zock to Estep. Estep to Vythe on the far side. Back to Estep at the top of the key. Now to Belazak. Belazak looking to drive in. Drives across. Gets denied and pulls across, and now we have another jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Vikings. 5:43 left of the game. Falcons with a 2-point lead, 26-24. So Lily Zock now in. Vythe out. Well, looks like Murphy's out for the moment. We'll see who else came in. Vikings get across the timeline, send to the near side. Hornig passes across. Hornig takes a three, and that is good. And that's the first time Lakeview has led 27-26. Falcons on the far side, top of the key. Belzak now. We have Talia Walsh and Strong on the far side. Gets to Lilizak, takes the three, and that one's short. Talia Walsh with the rebound. Gets it over to Strong. Strong puts it up and takes over the lead again. 28-27, Falcons with the lead. 5 minutes left. Onto the near side. Bounce pass in the near corner. Another three-point attempt. That one's long and taken away by Lily Zock. Zock gets it over to Estep. Estep across the timeline. Drives across. Go to Lily Zock. Lily Zock picks it up, looking for help. Got back over to Estep. Estep to Lily Zock. Zock to Zock. Bella Zock on the near side. Now down to Strong in the near corner. Strong gets it all the way out to Estep. Estep to Lily Zock. Lily Zock to Estep. Takes the three, and that one bounces out, but the rebound is good by Lily Zock, and she draws the foul. So that's going to send her to the free throw line for an and one opportunity. First team foul of the fourth period for Lakeview. Third personal foul for Hornig. So Lily Zock with an old-fashioned three-point attempt right here. The and one is up. That one rims out, but it ends up going out of bounds off of the Vikings. So that was Tornke, so it stays with the Falcons. So Falcons with an opportunity to capitalize on this one. Strong with the inbound. Gets it out to Estep. Estep drives in, puts it up, and it rims out. Rebound by the Vikings. Stolen away, gets it underneath to Strong. Strong with a great rebound. Puts it up. A rebound by Estep goes up, and she's able to get it up for two. 32-27, 4 minutes left. On the near side, and we have a timeout called by the Vikings. So we will take that timeout as well right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Anchor Roofing and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of DC West Falcons, and they can handle all roofing needs, both residential and commercial. Their philosophy is just built around how you would like to be treated as if they were in your shoes. So they take away all that guesswork by having open, honest dialogue with their customers. It makes the whole process easier for everyone. Learn more at anchorroofing.com. Water is the source of life, and with more of us moving to the dream of quiet country living, we need a trusted source for our home's water needs. AWS Well Company of Meade is that professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. Full service provider and one stop for everything from private to commercial water well drilling. Put AWS Wells expertise to work for your water needs. Find out more about the area's groundwater pros. Go to awswell.com.
Welcome back to Falcon Gymnasium. It is the Lady Falcons taking on the Vikings of Lakeview. 32-27, 3:57 left of the game. Falcons hold on to the lead. Lakeview with the inbound. Kenzie gets it in underneath to Tomke. Tomke puts it up, but retrieved by the Falcons. Sending it all the way forward and putting up. Oh, and there we go. McAvoy not able to get a drop in. Vikings get it sent forward to Hornig. Hornig brings it back out to Greason. Greason sends it across all the way over. Helms with a three-point. Rebound. And Kenzie Greason with a rebound tries to go up. She draws the foul. So that sends her to the free throw line. The foul is called against Addie Strong, her second. First one is up and good. 32-28. 4 points separates the teams with 3:31 left. Second attempt up, and that one is good as well. Bounce pass back over to Strong. Strong sends it across to E-Step. E-Step gets across the timeline. Sends over to McAvoy. McAvoy back to E-Step. E-Step back to McAvoy on the near side. Down to the near corner to Lilysock. Lilysock back to E-Step. E-Step sends it across. Three-point attempt, and that one just bounces up. So McAvoy's just goes out of bounds. Turnover to the Vikings. Helms to inbound, back to Kenzie Greason. Greason gets across the timeline for the Vikings. Sends it to the near side to Larkin. Larkin drives in, bounce underneath. She draws the foul. That's a foul going to be called against McAvoy. So that is the third team foul, third personal foul for Adeline McAvoy. Inbound gets over to Greason. She takes a three, but not able to get it to drop one. E-Step able to pull that one in and send it forward for the Falcons. Belzock back in. Zock now with the ball. Back over to E-Step. E-Step to McAvoy on the near side. Underneath to Lilyzock. I'm sorry, so that's Strong. Strong gets it underneath to Talia Walsh. She puts it up, but it rims out. Ends up going out of bounds as Lilyzock is battling for it. Stays with the Vikings. Vikings to inbound. Inbound, sends forward. Goes to the far side, comes all the way across to Bird, who takes the three, and that one's a little off the mark. Rebound by Maestrick. And she draws the foul. That's the fourth team foul for the Falcons. And that is Belzock's second. .221 left. 3 points separates. Falcons leading 32-29. The inbound comes across to the near side. Greason gets it back out to Bird, takes the three and ties it up. Falcons with the inbound. Gets across to Estep. Estep takes across the timeline to Belazak. Belazak goes in. And she draws the foul. So that foul goes against Abby Bird. That's the second team foul. Falcons with the inbound. Strong inbounds. Gets it to Walsh. Walsh to Estep. Takes the three. And that's good. Falcons retake the lead. 35-32, minute 51. Helms, double team, gets it in to Greasing. Greasing to Masick. Masick goes up, not able to get a drop, but she does draw the foul. So that's the 15th foul. That puts Lakeview in double bonus. So Jalen Maestrick at the free throw line. That is the first personal foul by Murphy. First attempt is good. 33-35. 2 points separate the teams. Minute 36. Second attempt is up, and that's short, off the mark, and rebound by Strong for the Falcons. She takes it herself, gets down to the far side, picks it up, bounce across to Estep. Estep to Zock on the near side. Zock sends it to the top, to Estep, back to Zock. Zock dribbles to the top of the key. Driving in. And she draws the foul again. So that's the third team foul for Lakeview. And that's the third personal foul for Kelly Helms. Falcons get to inbound. Strong steps out to inbound. Gets her right in underneath. And Estep was underneath unguarded. Just not able to get that drop in. Rebound by the Vikings. And the Vikings take a timeout, and we will as well. Again, say thank you to all the sponsors right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Athletes hustle, nurses hustle, recruiters hustle. Guess who's hiring? One staff, and we're ready for the next team of all-stars. Casual work environment, unlimited opportunity, work hard, play hard, apply today, osmcareers.com. One Staff's goal is to have more personal touch with the travelers we work for and the employees we hire to work with in the healthcare industry. One Staff makes it fun because of the exceptional talent and sparkling souls we seek out to hire. You can apply today, osmcareers.com.
Falcon Gymnasium, as we have the Lady Falcons taking on the Vikings. 2 points separates them. Minute 10 left of the game. Been a battle. Quite a battle. Now, coming out of the break, the Vikings will inbound. Going back out to inbound is Kenzie Greason. Kenzie sends it in to Helms. Helms gets across the timeline. Goes to the far side. Greason goes in. That one is blocked by Talia Walsh. Goes out of bounds. Stays with the Vikings. 57 seconds left of the game. Helms to inbound. Looking for help. Gets it out to Bird. Bird sends it across. And a three-point shot. And that one's off the mark. Rebounding, it was Murphy. And she got knocked down. And the foul goes against Lakeview. So that's the first personal foul for Larkin Greason. Fourth team foul. Inbound goes to Estep. Estep taking the pressure, but stolen away. Turnaround jumper is off the mark, and it ends up going out of bounds. And they call it a Viking ball. 38.6 seconds left. 2 points separates the two teams. So we see Larkin Greason able to get that steal, not able to get it to drop in. Helms inbounds to Bird. Bird drives in, back to Helms, takes a three. That one's off the mark. Rebound by Belazak. A lot of battle back here, and a timeout is called by the Falcons. 29 seconds. It's a short timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Say thank you to all of the Falcon Pride boosters and the sponsors that are a part of that, supporting the students, the athletes in DC West. Beyond Dreams, Custom Landscape, Cook Cups, Shields, Heidi Sesko, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Junk Stock, New Moon Cleaning, Omaha Animal Medical Group, Dauber Construction, Anchor Roofing, AWS Well Company, One Staff, Raystone Wealth Partners, Brian Urban, Smart Freight Funding, TDH, and Porky Butts. Again, great partners and sponsors of the students, the athletes, and DC West. The Falcons going to be inbounding as we come out of this break. 29 seconds left. Falcons with a 2-point lead, 35-33. Strong coming to inbound. Gets it out over to E-Step. E-Step travels across the far side. Gets across the timeline. Battling hard against Friesen. Strong. And that is the 5th team foul against Lakeview. And that is, since that is a defensive foul for Lakeview, that is sending the Falcons to the free throw line. So E-Step able to attempt 2. 17.8 seconds left. First attempt is up and good. 3 points lead. So if she can get this other one, put the 4 points, have a 2-shot lead, that definitely will be helpful going into the last 17.8 seconds. Second attempt is up and good. 37-33. And that brings us into a timeout. And say thank you to sponsors. It's a full timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute on WDCNEmedia.com.
Athletes hustle, nurses hustle, recruiters hustle. Guess who's hiring? One Staff. And we're ready for the next team of All-Stars. Casual work environment, unlimited opportunity. Work hard, play hard. Apply today. OSMcareers.com. One Staff's goal is to have more personal touch with the travelers we work for and the employees we hire to work with in the healthcare industry. One Staff makes it fun because of the exceptional talent and sparkling souls we seek out to hire. You can apply today, OSMcareers.com.
Lady Falcons taking on the Vikings of Lakeview, and the Falcons leading 37-33. 17.8 seconds left. So a 4-point lead. Unfortunately, both teams are in the double bonus. So any foul is going to go straight to the free throw line from here. Inbound for the Vikings. Send it across. They get it forward. Onto the far side. Try to get underneath. And Maestrick goes up, draws the foul, not able to get it to drop in. 9.2 seconds left. So Maestrick going to the free throw line. First attempt is up and good. Talia Walsh coming in. Next attempt is up, and that is good as well. So the Falcons need to try to avoid getting fouled, just burn out that clock. But I'm guaranteeing we're gonna see a foul really quick here. Inbound and gets it in. Strong able to avoid the block and gets in there and on the ground, and as the buzzer goes, That is where we are. 37-35. Falcons take the win. Quite a battle as there was just a couple of lead changes there. Falcons were pretty strong at the beginning half. Second half, Lakeview came back and battled strong. I want to say thank you to our pregame sponsors, and that's AWS Well Company and Anchor Roofing for being a part of our broadcast. We're not going to do a full post-game show here because we do still have the gentlemen coming up to play. The ladies will play at home again on Saturday right here. You can watch that on WDCNEmedia.com. Let's go ahead again and say thank you to our sponsors. We'll be right back here in a moment on WDCNEmedia.com.
Water is the source of life, and with more of us moving to the dream of quiet country living, we need a trusted source for our home's water needs. AWS Well Company of Meade is that professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. Full service provider and one stop for everything from private to commercial water well drilling. Put AWS Wells expertise to work for your water needs. Find out more about the area's groundwater pros. Go to awswell.com. Athletes hustle, nurses hustle, recruiters hustle. Guess who's hiring? One staff, and we're ready for the next team of all-stars. Casual work environment, unlimited opportunity. Work hard, play hard. Apply today. osmcareers.com. One Staff's goal is to have more personal touch with the travelers we work for and the employees we hire to work with in the healthcare industry. One Staff makes it fun because of the exceptional talent and sparkling souls we seek out to hire. You can apply today, osmcareers.com. Anchor Roofing and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of DC West Falcons, and they can handle all roofing needs, both residential and commercial. Their philosophy is just built around how you would like to be treated as if they were in your shoes. So they take away all that guesswork by having open, honest dialogue with their customers. It makes the whole process easier for everyone. Learn more at anchorroofing.com. Smart Freight Funding, the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry, is a proud sponsor of DC West sports, activities, and the Booster Club. You can find details about Smart Freight Funding at smartfreightfunding.com.
When roof damage, leaks, or exterior wear put your property at risk, they're here to help with responsive service and clear solutions. Since 2006, our TDH contracting team has served Omaha and the surrounding Douglas County areas, providing solutions that focus on safety, durability, and transparency. They help local homeowners and businesses take control of unexpected roofing problems, storm damage, and ongoing structural concerns with practical, high-quality work. From urgent repairs to full remodels, they're equipped to handle a wide range of needs with a steady hand and a forward-thinking approach. TDH Contracting, building up trust one project at a time.
New Moon Cleaning is a proud sponsor of DC West Sports and Activities and Booster Club. You can check out New Moon Cleaning, where you can refresh, renew, and revive your home. Find them at new-moon-cleaning.com.
Omaha Animal Medical Group is a full-service veterinary clinic located at 3316 North 120th Street in Omaha. Our 3 doctors are available for regular appointments, walk-ins, emergencies, and surgical procedures. Dr. Courtney Knott of Omaha Animal Medical Group offers small animal veterinary in-home visits to Valley and Waterloo residents. This is a low-stress option for your pet's health care needs.
Omaha Animal Medical Group, where pets are family.
Welcome to Porky Butts Barbecue, a proud sponsor of DC West Athletics.
Hey guys, Blaine here for Porky Butts Barbecue. Teaming up with the local community means a lot to my wife and I, and giving back to the community means everything. We're excited to continue serving award-winning barbecue to our community and everybody that just enjoys our smoked meat.
You can find Porky Butt's award-winning barbecue located off of 156th and Maple, where we offer dine-in and catering perfect for any size of events.
Come to Porky Butts where we're smoking our butts off.
Well, we're just a few minutes away from the Falcons taking on Lakeview Vikings right here on WDCNEmedia.com. A lot of ways you can be able to access this by going through the DCUS Falcons website, WDCNEmedia.com, WDCNE Media YouTube, and BSDNlive.com, where you can actually see the action of several games that are going on. For example, tonight Blair is taking on a different team going on. That's actually Plattsmouth being played up there, and you can watch that right now as well. Omaha Concordia, they have games going on, as well as the Wahoo Warriors. So again, BSDN Live helping support all of those schools. Well, we tonight see the 9-1 Falcons take on the 5-4 Vikings. Falcons' only loss was to a very tough team from Ogallala that came to the holiday tournament, and they came to play. That's a fact. Let's go ahead and take a look at Lakeview as we are in the Porky Butts Barbecue. Greystone Wealth partners with Brian Urban and One Staff pregame show. Taking a look at the varsity boys for the Vikings. The points per game leader is Grayson Vogt. 12 points per game leading the way, followed by Blake Rathbone and Caleb Soup. Now we also have field goal percentage is Levi Haruda, 59%. Rebounds per game, Grayson Vogt, 4.9. Caleb Slope, 2.2 assists per game. And Parker Olston at 0.9 steals per game. Blocks per game goes to Grayson Vogt at 0.7. And then free throw percentage leader is Levi Haruda at 81%. 3-point field goal percentage is Grayson Vogt with 45%. And leading overall points, again, Grayson Vogt, 108 points total so far this season. Now we turn things over and look at the Falcons, as we see, again, 9-1. Points per game leader is Trey Schreiber, 10.6. And then we turn over to the field goal percentage. Caden Foster, 57%, leading the way. Nolan Asher, rebounds leader, 4.8. And assists per game goes also to Nolan Asher, 2.2. Steals per game is Zane Wallers, 1.6. Blocks per game, Nolan Asher, 0.8. And field goal free throws per game, Lane Smith, 67% from the foul line. 3-point percentage goes to Zane Wallers at 50%. Trey Schreiber leading the way with 106 points. So coming up in just a few minutes, we will go ahead and get the starting lineups, and of course get you in to Warrior or to Falcon basketball as they take on, again, Lakeview right here on WDCNE Media and BSDNlive.com. It's the Porky Butts Barbecue, Greystone Wealth Partners, and One Staff pregame show.
Athletes hustle, nurses hustle, recruiters hustle. Guess who's hiring? One Staff, and we're ready for the next team of all-stars. Casual work environment, unlimited opportunity, work hard, play hard, apply today, osmcareers.com. One Staff's goal is to have more personal touch with the travelers we work for and the employees we hire to work with in the healthcare industry. One Staff makes it fun because of the exceptional talent and sparkling souls we seek out to hire. You can apply today, osmcareers.com.
Welcome to Porky Butts Barbecue, a proud sponsor of DC West Athletics.
Hey guys, Blaine here for Porky Butts Barbecue. Teaming up with the local community means a lot to my wife and I, and giving back to the community means everything. We're excited to continue serving award-winning barbecue to our community and everybody that just enjoys our smoked meat.
You can find Porky Butt's award-winning barbecue located off of 156th and Maple, where we offer dine-in and catering perfect for any size of events.
Come to Porky Butts where we're smoking our butts off.
Welcome back to Falcon Stadium as we we're about to see the Falcons take on the Lakeview Vikings. I want to say again, thank you to all the sponsors, part of the Falcon Pride Booster Club that bring you all of the games, the activities right here on bsdnlive.com and WDCNE Media. Beyond Dreams, Custom Landscape, Cook-Ups, Shields, Heidi Sesco, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Junk Stock, New Moon Cleaning, Omaha Animal Medical Group, Dauber Construction, Anchor Roofing, AWS Well Company, One Staff, Raystone Wealth Partners, Brian Urban, and Smart Freight Funding. As we will go through the commercials here for everybody, challenge to you is, if anybody knows, head coach for the Falcons, Chip Dowling. See how many times he shows up in these commercials.
Anchor Roofing and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of DC West Falcons, and they can handle all roofing needs, both residential and commercial. Their philosophy is just built around how you would like to be treated as if they were in your shoes. So they take away all that guesswork by having open, honest dialogue with their customers. It makes the whole process easier for everyone. Learn more at anchorroofing.com. Water is the source of life, and with more of us moving to the dream of quiet country living, we need a trusted source for our home's water needs. AWS Well Company of Meade is that professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. Full service provider and one stop for everything from private to commercial water well drilling. Put AWS Wells expertise to work for your water needs. Find out more about the area's groundwater pros. Go to awswell.com. Athletes hustle, nurses hustle, recruiters hustle. Guess who's hiring? One Staff, and we're ready for the next team of all-stars. Casual work environment, unlimited opportunity, work hard, play hard, apply today, osmcareers.com. One Staff's goal is to have more personal touch with the travelers we work for and the employees we hire to work with in the healthcare industry. One Staff makes it fun because of the exceptional talent and sparkling souls we seek out to hire. You can apply today, osmcareers.com. Smart Freight Funding, the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry, is a proud sponsor of DC West sports, activities, and the Booster Club. You can find details about Smart Freight Funding at smartfreightfunding.com.
When roof damage, leaks, or exterior wear put your property at risk, they're here to help with responsive service and clear solutions. Since 2006, our TDH contracting team has served Omaha and the surrounding Douglas County areas, providing solutions that focus on safety, durability, and transparency. They help local homeowners and businesses take control of unexpected roofing problems, storm damage, and ongoing structural concerns with practical, high-quality work. From urgent repairs to full remodels, they're equipped to handle a wide range of needs with a steady hand and a forward-thinking approach. TDH Contracting, building up trust one.
Omaha Animal Medical Group is a full-service veterinary clinic located at 3316 North 120th Street in Omaha. Our 3 doctors are available for regular appointments, walk-ins, emergencies, and surgical procedures. Dr. Courtney Knott of Omaha Animal Medical Group offers small animal veterinary in-home visits to Valley and Waterloo residents. This is a low-stress option for your pet's health care needs.
Omaha Animal Medical Group, where pets are family.
Welcome back to the Falcon Gymnasium. We're about ready to get things rolling. As we have just a couple seconds away, I want to say again thank you to all the Falcon Pride Booster Club, the sponsors, being a part of our broadcast to bring this to you. And we have a future of Falcon basketball right there. Again, want to say thank you to One Staff, Porky Butts Barbecue, and Raystone Wealth Partners for being a part of the pregame show right here on WDCNEmedia.com. Let's turn things over to the stadium announcer.
Remember a dear friend in our Falcon family, Jeff Smith, unexpectedly passed away from us on December 18th. Over the years, Jeff was a longtime coach and served as an assistant boys basketball coach in Valley prior to DC West. You could always find Jeff working the gate for home football and also doing the book for basketball over the years. Jeff was a very loyal and strong supporter of all of our athletic and activity programs here at DC West, and we are going to miss him dearly. Jeff's wife Judy, who retired from teaching here at DC West, and his son Nate, who is a DC West graduate, are in attendance with us here tonight. His spot at the table will remain open tonight. Falcon Nation, when you pass, at your funeral, you would want everyone to say, what a great guy he was. Well, let's take a moment of silence for a really great guy, Jeff Smith. Thank you. All right, now let's meet the starting lineup for tonight's contest. First for the Vikings of Columbus Lakeview High School. A senior, number 0, Caleb Sloop. A senior, number 1, Blake Rathbone. A senior, number 4, Parker Osteen. A junior, number 20, Jackson Cedar. A senior, number 41, Grayson Boat. Assistant coach of Arcade Ransom, Jason Shute. Graduate assistant is Cajun Novak. Head coach of the Vikings, Caleb Klunder.
All right, there we go. Everybody's been introduced. We're getting ready for basketball right here on WDCNEmedia.com and BSDN Live. So we have Zane Wohlers heading to the middle to be able against Grayson Vogt for the tip. And that is won by the Falcons. Top of the key as we see Schreiber. Gets it over to Wohlers and takes the three with 15 seconds into the game. 3 points drained right there. Now we go to the Vikings on the near side. Slope on the near side sends it back out to Rathbone. Rathbone takes the three, and that one rims out. Rebound by Wohlers. Wohlers sends it forward, gets it all the way to Smith. Smith back out to Wohlers. Over to Schreiber. Schreiber gets it over to Smith. Smith to Wohlers. Wohlers gets it to Asher at the top of the key. He drives in the lane and gets tripped. So that's the first team foul for the Vikings, and that foul is going to be called against number 41, and that is Grayson Vogt. Falcons inbound, get it to Asher. Asher to Smith. Smith gets to the near side as we see Olsen sends it all the way back to Asher at the top of the key. Asher picks up the ball. Schreiber now over to Olsen. Olsen looking for help. Back out to Asher. Asher dribbles to Schreiber. Schreiber on the far side driving in the lane. Sends it across to Wohlers. Wohlers to Olsen. Olsen takes the three and is able to drain that one. 6 points right off the bat for the Falcons, unanswered. Slope with the ball for the Vikings. Sends it across to Rathbone. Rathbone coming across the top of the key. Gets it to Olsen. Olsen now back over to Slope. Slope bounce pass to Vogt. Vogt tries to get it in, but goes out of bounds off of the Falcons. So a nice block over there by Wohlers. Grayson Vogt inbound, gets it out to Olsen. Olsen hands it off to Cedar. Cedar back over to Rathbone. Rathbone driving in. Pulls back, loses it. Schreiber able to pick it up for the Falcons. One-on-one, but he pulls back. We're looking for numbers. Gets it in underneath Asher. Asher sends it across. Smith with a three. That's long. Rebound goes straight into the hands of Olstein. Olstein drives in. Pulls back. Gets it up. Volk looked at the shot, but it gets back out. And as Olsen now sends it to the top to Cedar. Cedar gets it underneath the Slope. Slope back over to Cedar on the near side. Loses it, but gets his own. Sends it over to Slope. Slope takes the three. That one's long. Rebound by Asher for the Falcons. Asher takes it down the court. Goes to the near side. Wohlers with a three. And that one rims out. Nobody underneath for the Falcons to be able to battle that one. So it goes straight instantly over to the Vikings. Vikings get it over to Slope. Slope drives across the top of the key. Picks it up. Gets it into Cedar. Cedar looking for help. Over to Vogt. Vogt gets it to Slope on the far side. Slope gets it to Rathbone at the top of the key. Over to Cedar on the near side. He's underneath. Puts it up and is able to drop it in. First 2 points for Lakeview. Asher gets across the timeline, sends it to Smith on the near side, then Wohlers in the near corner. Olsen hands it to Smith, to Wohlers. Wohlers to Schreiber. Schreiber sends it to Asher across to the right side. Asher drives in, but drops it over to Wohlers, who takes the three, and it is good. Drains it right there. All shots for the Falcons have been three-pointers. Slope at the top, picks it up, looking for help, gets it over Rathbone. Rathbone dribbles, slides his foot, but he doesn't get called for the travel. Cedar now to Vogt. Vogt gets it underneath to Olsen. Olsen looking to drive in against Asher, puts it up, and too hard. Asher is called on that one. So it doesn't drop in. That's a first team foul, first personal foul for Asher. So we see Parker Olsen going up for two. First attempt is short, bounces straight back. We see Vogt come out, and he is replaced by Levi Haruda for the Vikings. Olsen's second attempt, and that is good. 9-3. Falcons with the lead. Inbound, gets over to Olsen. Olsen to Woolers. Woolers gets it underneath to Asher. Goes all the way across to the far side as Foster takes the three. Rebound by the Vikings. Vikings at the top. We see Cedar. But he loses control. Woolers a one-on-one. Drives up. And it's off the mark, but rebound by Olsen puts it up. Olsen able to get the drop for two. Now we have the Falcons on the Vikings on the near side, top of the key. Then over to Cedar or Slope, drives up, puts it up, not able to get it to drop in. Follow up is by Haruda, who's able to drop that in for two. Onto the far side, driving up, and we see Schieber able to drop it in for two. 13-5, 3:06 left of the first period. Falcons with the lead. We'll take a break. Say thank you. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back on WDCNEmedia.com.
New Moon Cleaning is a proud sponsor of DC West Sports and Activities and Booster Club. You can check out New Moon Cleaning, where you can refresh, renew, and revive your home. Find them at new-moon-cleaning.com.
Want to say thank you to all the sponsors, part of the Falcon Pride Booster Club, Beyond Dreams Custom Landscape, Cook Cups, Shields, Heidi Suskell, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. We'll talk about all of them as we continue on. But coming out of the timeout, the Vikings with the inbound. They get it in to Slope. Slope across the timeline, comes to the near side. Driving down, puts it in, gets it over to Henk. Henk tries to put it up. Rebound, brought down by Woolers for the Falcons. Schieber now has it across the timeline. Woolers top of the key. Schieber gets over to Trost to Schieber. Schieber looking for the screen. Comes out to the top of the key. Comes across now to Smith. Smith to Woolers. Woolers sends it down to Foster. Foster hands it to Schieber. Takes the three, and it bounces out. Pulled in by the Vikings. Haruda gets it forward to Olstein. Olstein drives up and is able to drop it in for two. 13-7, 2:14 left of the first period. Goes to the near side of the near corner. Trying to put it up and able to get his own rebound, but coming back out with it, that is Foster. Gets it over to Schieber. Schieber back to Foster. Foster hands it off to Smith. Smith underneath, turnaround jumper, and bounces around, drops out. Vikings pull back as Rathbone draws the play up, gets it over to Sloop. Sloop chases down, gets it back over to Henk. Henk underneath to Haruda. Not able to get it to drop in. Rebound right there by Trost for the Falcons, and gets it over to Smith. Smith sends it to Haruda. Or Woolers on the near side. Schreiber hands it off to Foster. Foster gets it over to Smith, takes the three, and that's off the mark. Henke gets it over to Slope for the Vikings. Reaching in, trying to get it on the pass and draws the foul. So a foul goes against Zane Woolers, the second team foul, first personal foul for Woolers. Inbound, comes all the way out and gets into Levi Haruda. Haruda passes it over to Henke. Henke gets it over to Slope. Slope underneath, and a shot, but the three-point by Vulcan. That one drops out. Rebound by Slope. Is able to drop that in. 13-9, Falcons with the lead. Goes across the top to the far side. Asher now driving in, and he gets called for charging. So that's the third team foul. 26 seconds left. And that is, let's see, how many fouls is that for? Yeah, that's his second for Asher. Inbound, gets over to Sloop for the Vikings. Sloop hands it off to Rathbone. Rathbone, 12 seconds left, calling the play. Looking to take the last shot of the period. Gets it out to Volk. Volk hands it off. Nope, he doesn't. He takes a 3-point, and that's off the mark. Smith rebounds for the Falcons. Throws it, and it hits the backboard. But that is the end of the first period. Falcons leading 13-9 right here on WDCNEmedia.com. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Smart Freight Funding, the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry, is a proud sponsor of DC West sports, activities, and the Booster Club. You can find details about Smart Freight Funding at smartfreightfunding.com.
When roof damage, leaks, or exterior wear put your property at risk, they're here to help with responsive service and clear solutions. Since 2006, our TDH contracting team has served Omaha and the surrounding Douglas County areas, providing solutions that focus on safety, durability, and transparency. They help local homeowners and businesses take control of unexpected roofing problems, storm damage, and ongoing structural concerns with practical, high-quality work. From urgent repairs to full remodels, they're equipped to handle a wide range of needs with a steady hand and a forward-thinking approach. TDH Contracting, building up trust one project at a time.
Welcome back to Falcon Stadium. Going into the second period, Falcons leading 13-9 over Lakeview. Inbound by the Lakeview Vikings. Get it over. And then with 4 seconds into the second period, Falcons get called the first time. First penalty by Lane Smith. Inbound gets into Slope. Slope gets it back over to Cedar. Cedar looking for help, gets it underneath. Olstein tries to take the three jumper, but not able to drop in. Rebound by Wohlers. He gets it over to Olsen. Olsen steps back, gets it over to Schieber. Schieber sends it to the near side. Wohlers looked at the three, but gets it back to Olsen. Olsen sends it all the way across to Smith. Smith tries to get it underneath. And as it was passed, back of the hand was hit by Haruda. And so foul against the Vikings. First personal foul for Haruda. Falcons get to inbound. They send it out to Olsen. Olsen looking for the screen. Drives in under the lane. Goes to the far side of Schreiber. Schreiber drives in. Puts it up. Too hard, but he gets fouled on the way up. So that's going to send him to the free throw line. So he can attempt two. That is the second personal foul by Levi Haruda and second team foul for the second period. So Haruda has both fouls so far. Schreiber with the first attempt is up, and that one's short. Second attempt, that is off the mark as well. Rebound by the Vikings. They get it over to Cedar. Cedar sends it to the near side. Gets it across to Slope. Slope drives in. Bounce pass back over to Olsen. Draws the foul, and so that is the second team foul for the Falcons. First personal foul for Colton Trost. Vikings get to inbound. Send it on out. They send it out to Olsen. Olsen looking for help. Passes back over to Cedar. Cedar now goes, almost gets out of bounds, but passes in, stolen away by the Falcons. Going up, Olsen gets fouled, so he is going to go to the free throw line for 2. Third team foul for Lakeview. 6:42 left of the half. Falcons lead 13-9. Olsen's first attempt is up and good. So we see Foster coming in, replacing Trost. Second attempt, and that is good as well. Vikings inbound to Cedar. Cedar gets across the timeline. Top of the key. Sends it over to the near side to Slope. Slope, top of the key, looking for help, goes to the near corner. 3-point attempt by Henke, and that's off the mark. Taken away, and so we see Cedar able to get it over to Slope. His three-pointer is off the mark. Rebound by Olston. He does the turnaround and gets the foul. So that is the third team foul for the Falcons. Second personal foul for Wohlers. Sending Parker Olston to the free throw line. Up and good. Another attempt on the way here in a moment. 15-10. Asher comes in. I believe Wohlers is sitting out for a moment, taking a break. Second attempt, and that is good. Olsen out to inbound, gets it to Schieber. Schieber sends it all the way forward. Back to Schieber. Schieber to Asher. Asher to Schieber on the far side, underneath to Foster. Foster tries to get it, but loses control of it. And taken away by the Vikings. They get it over to Cedar. Cedar pulls back. Sends it across to Slope. Slope across the top of the key to Cedar. Cedar dribbles to the top of the key. Gets it back over to Rathbone. Rathbone bounce pass to Volk. Volk sends it to Cedar. Cedar gets it underneath to Olston. Back to Volk, who takes the three and is able to drain the three. 1 point separates the two teams now. 5:30 left of the half. Schieber sends it to the near side Asher. Asher drives in, turn around, gets in the lane, sends it across to Schieber, takes the three, then he drains it. Puts the Falcons ahead back by 4 points, and we'll take a break here as they are taking a timeout right here on WDCNemedia.com.
New Moon Cleaning is a proud sponsor of DC West Sports and Activities and Booster Club. You can check out New Moon Cleaning, where you can refresh, renew, and revive your home. Find them at new-moon-cleaning.com.
Omaha Animal Medical Group is a full-service veterinary clinic located at 3316 North 120th Street in Omaha. Our 3 doctors are available for regular appointments, walk-ins, emergencies, and surgical procedures. Dr. Courtney Knott of Omaha Animal Medical Group offers small animal veterinary in-home visits to Valley and Waterloo residents. This is a low-stress option for your pet's health care needs.
Omaha Animal Medical Group, where pets are family.
Welcome back to Falcon Stadium. Point leader for the Falcons, and that is Trey Olsen with 7 points, followed by Trey Schieber with 5. Coming out of the timeout, Vikings with the inbound. 5:17 left of the first half. The pass is intercepted, taken away by the Falcons. Get it over to Asher. Asher sends it over to Olsen. Olsen tries to drive in, gets it across. Back out to Smith. Smith to Olsen. Olsen to Schieber. Schieber to Asher on the far side. Asher pulling back, gets it across. 3-point attempt is good by Foster. Asher with the assist. 21-14, so 7-point lead for the Falcons. Olston inbounds, gets it to Cedar. Cedar back to Olston, or sends it forward to Slope. Slope to Volk, then sends it to Rathbone. Underneath, Volk with a turnaround, puts it up a little too hard. Goes out of bounds and goes to the Falcons. Oh, now they're going to have a conversation. So after the conversation, they say that it is actually the Vikings basketball. Rathbone to inbound, gets it into Cedar. Cedar gets fouled instantly by Lane Smith. So that is the fourth team foul, second personal foul for Smith. It's going to be a tough, long game if we get anybody into foul trouble. Cedar receives the ball on the inbound, gets back across the timeline. Sends to the far side. Volk with a three off the mark. And battle for it ends up in Rathbone's hands for the Vikings. Rathbone gets it to Cedar. Cedar at the top of the key. Looks to the left side, goes to Olston. Olston to Slope. Slope driving in, turnaround jumper. It is blocked by Foster and gets forward to Smith for the Falcons. Cross to Olsen to Asher. Asher drives in, takes a step back to the 2-point jumper. Off the mark. Rebound by the Vikings. As Rathbone gets it over to Cedar, back to Rathbone, back to Cedar. Cedar picks it up, gets it to Slope. Slope at the top of the key, calling a play. Rathbone underneath to Olston. Olston drives in, puts it up, and is able to drop it in for two. 21-16. Falcons with the lead. Schieber gets it to Smith on the near side. Back to Schieber at the top of the key. 3:18. Smith comes across, picks it up, sends it to Schieber, takes the three, and that one rims out. Rebound on the block was by Volk. Gets it to Olstein, drives in, and able to drop in for two. 21-18. Falcons still with the lead. Schieber setting up the play at the top. Drives across. Looked like he was going to pass it. He does get it over to Olsen. Olsen gets it to Smith. Smith to Schieber. Schieber drives in the lane. Back over to Olsen. Olsen looks and takes the three. Drains it. So Falcons extend the lead 24-18. Cedar gets across the timeline for the Vikings. Gets it over to Slope. Slope on the far side. Bounce pass underneath to Volk. Turnaround jumper. That one's short and rebound by Olsen for the Falcons. Gets across the timeline to Asher. Asher, turnaround jumper. It comes out. Rebound by Olsen for the Vikings. Olsen maintains control. Takes it down the court for it. Hands it off to Slope. Slope gets it over to Cedar. Cedar now at the top of the key to Slope and on the right side. Slope driving in the lane. Gets it to to Olston. Olston jump with the turnaround jumper. The layup is up and in. Falcons inbound. Get it to Schieber. Schieber on the far side. Drives in. Turn around. Sends it back out to Olsen. Olsen all the way to the near side as Foster gets it back out to Smith. Back to Foster. Foster hands it off to Olsen. Olsen drives, pulls back to the three-point line. Asher now drives in the lane, sends to Smith. Smith takes the three and drains it. Vikings inbound, get it over to Slope. Slope to Volk. Volk to Slope on the far side, takes the three off the block, and that's off the mark. Into the hands for Olsen for the Falcons. Tries to send it forward, but taken away by Cedar for the Vikings. They get it over to Rathbone. Rathbone gets it over to Olston. Olsen loses control of it, but they say it goes off of Falcon, out of bounds. It stays with the Vikings. 27-20, 46.4, 1 second left of the first half. Vikings inbound under their own baseline. They send it on out. Get it out to Olsen. Olsen underneath the Vogt, who's with a turnaround. Not able, just too hard. Rebound was by Trost. And 33 seconds left. Schieber taking his time to get it across the timeline. Trying to set up to make it like the last play of the half. Schieber stepping back. Setting up a play. 11 seconds on the shot clock. 13 seconds on the half. Back out. Hoops gets it in underneath to Trost, who's able to put it up for two. Inbound to Cedar, takes a long shot, and that is off the mark. That is halftime as the Falcons lead 29-20 going into the half. So we're going to go ahead and get into the halftime as we see the halftime Smart Freight Funding and TDH Roofing Siding halftime show. Again, we'll try to keep things here as much as possible. We'll do a commercial break, but I believe the cheer squad's going to come out, do a demonstration as well. So actually, we'll just go ahead and keep it here for that. So again, say thank you to all the Falcon Pride Booster Club sponsors for being a part of all of our broadcasts, including Beyond Dreams Custom Landscape, Cook Cups, Shields, Heidi Sesko, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Junk Stock, New Moon Cleaning, Omaha Animal Medical Group, Daubert Construction, Anchor Roofing, AWS Well Company, One Staff, Raystone Wealth Partners, Brian Urban, Smart Freight Funding, TDH, and Porky Butts. Let's go ahead and enjoy the Falcon Pride cheer squad as they show us our competition.
Finish strong, here we go!
The Falcon cheer squad right there. Again, right next to us was the coach, right? Yeah, so here, I don't know, that's okay. So what's going on here with the competition for these ladies?
Well, we are kicking off our season on Sunday at Standing Bear High School in Lincoln for the Heartland Championships. This is the Falcons' second season competing. We're super excited to have them compete against Game Day in the large division, large division. Yeah, it's a new setup for state this year, so we're really excited about that.
So this is the first year you're really able to do this then.
Truly, yeah.
So you're just breaking into this. It's completely different than what we used to.
Yes, that's true. So the game day division is really exciting because it really translates for these teams that are principally sideline teams.
Yeah.
It really activates those skills that they've used all season, but puts it in that 3-minute, very grueling, arduous, endurance-based routine. So we're pretty excited for them. This is our first time the Falcons have taken it to extension, which is lifting our flyer high into the air, which is a tier 2 stunt. So we're really impressed with how much they've grown in a quick season.
But it shows how much work it is, because you probably started rehearsals practice when?
Yeah, you'd think. We're still working on that transition. But yeah, we started learning this routine back in November. Many other schools start in the summer, but we did start building those skills in the summer. So the girls, they really work all season. It's an 11-and-a-half-month season to be a DC West Falcon cheerleader, as well as any cheerleader in the state.
So then next year even stronger. Looking forward to continued growth of this.
Yeah,
right?
that's right. We're bringing this one routine this year, and we hope to bring a second routine in the 27-28 competition season.
All right. Well, great job. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it was our dress rehearsal, so we're excited, and hopefully you guys can come see us this Sunday in Lincoln.
It's Sunday in Lincoln, so go ahead and support the Falcons. Again, great job, everybody, for putting this together, and it was a great showcase to be able to do that. While we were talking, we had another fun thing that happened during the preview of the first half time we had was the Chuck a Duck, and it's always fun to see the kids head out and be a great part of that. So again, let's say thank you to the Falcon Pride Booster Club sponsors for being a part of the students, the athletes, and DC West. Beyond Dreams Custom Landscape, Cook Cups, Shields, Heidi Susko, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Junkstock, New Moon Cleaning, Omaha Animal Medical Group, Daubert Construction, Anchor Roofing, AWS Well Company, One Staff, Raystone Wealth Partners, Brian Urban, Smart Freight Funding, TDH, and Porky Butts. Well, this is the TDH Roofing and Siding and Smart Freight Funding halftime show. Let's again say thank you to them as we continue on right here on WDCNemedia.com.
Smart Freight Funding, the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry, is a proud sponsor of DC West sports, activities, and the Booster Club. You can find details about Smart Freight Funding at smartfreightfunding.com.
When roof damage, leaks, or exterior wear put your property at risk, they're here to help with responsive service and clear solutions. Since 2006, our TDH contracting team has served Omaha and the surrounding Douglas County areas, providing solutions that focus on safety, durability, and transparency. They help local homeowners and businesses take control of unexpected roofing problems, storm damage, and ongoing structural concerns with practical, high-quality work. From urgent repairs to full remodels, they're equipped to handle a wide range of needs with a steady hand and a forward-thinking approach. TDH Contracting, building up trust one project at a time.
New Moon Cleaning is a proud sponsor of DC West Sports and Activities and Booster Club. You can check out New Moon Cleaning, where you can refresh, renew, and revive your home. Find them at new-moon-cleaning.com.
Omaha Animal Medical Group is a full-service veterinary clinic located at 3316 North 120th Street in Omaha. Our 3 doctors are available for regular appointments, walk-ins, emergencies, and surgical procedures. Dr. Courtney Knott of Omaha Animal Medical Group offers small animal veterinary in-home visits to Valley and Waterloo residents. This is a low-stress option for your pet's health care needs.
Omaha Animal Medical Group, where pets are family.
Welcome to Porky Butts Barbecue, a proud sponsor of DC West Athletics.
Hey guys, Blaine here for Porky Butts Barbecue. Teaming up with the local community means a lot to my wife and I, and giving back to the community means everything. We're excited to continue serving award-winning barbecue to our community and everybody that just enjoys our smoked meat.
You can find Porky Butt's award-winning barbecue located off of 156th and Maple, where we offer dine-in and catering perfect for any size of events.
Come to Porky Butts where we're smoking our butts off.
Anchor Roofing and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of DC West Falcons, and they can handle all roofing needs, both residential and commercial. Their philosophy is just built around how you would like to be treated as if they were in your shoes. So they take away all that guesswork by having open, honest dialogue with their customers. It makes the whole process easier for everyone. Learn more at anchorroofing.com. Water is the source of life, and with more of us moving to the dream of quiet country living, we need a trusted source for our home's water needs. AWS Well Company of Meade is that professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. Full service provider and one stop for everything from private to commercial water well drilling. Put AWS Wells expertise to work for your water needs. Find out more about the area's groundwater pros. Go to AWS.
Welcome back to Falcon basketball as we see the Falcons with the inbound. Asher with the ball, sends it to the near side to Olsen. Olsen gets it back up across. Everybody's a little bit off. You can see the scoreboard. It was a little delayed on that one too. Asher with the turnaround jumper drops it in. 31-20. Falcons increase the lead by 11. For the Vikings, Rathbone with the ball, sends it over to Cedar on the near side. Olston now driving in the lane against Asher. Tries to get out. There's a 3-second violation there, but stepping out. And a long Olsen three-pointer, that's off the mark. Pass forward, collision, but Sheeber able to control it. Wohlers sends it over to Smith. Smith takes a three, and that one's off the mark. Olsen with a nice rebound there, drives in, puts it up for two. Inbound gets to Cedar for the Vikings. The Vikings get across the timeline, goes to Slope. Slope looking for help, gets it to Rathbone. Rathbone underneath to Olston. Olsen back to the top. Slope with a three is able to drain that one. 33-23. Falcons now with the ball. Inbound to Olsen. Olsen on the far side. Calling the play. Gets it to Asher at the top of the key. Asher sends it back to Olsen on the far side. Sheeber is able to step back and looked at the three. Gets it over to Olsen. Olsen drives in. Olsen gets it over to Asher. Asher looked at the three. Drives in. Gets it back over to the near side. Wohlers, Smith, Sheeber. Sheeber drives in the free throw line back out to Olsen. Olsen looking to drive in. Picks it up. Gets over to Smith on the far corner. He drives in, puts it up, and it comes out. But the rebound is good by Wohlers, as they almost ran out of shot clock there, but able to pull it off and get to 35-23. Slope sends it in to Cedar. Cedar comes across, gets in the lane, back over to Olston. Olston just kind of puts it up, and Volk sends it back out. Taken away by Sheeber. 2-on-1. Bounce pass underneath. And Smith puts it up for two. 37-23, 5:18 left of the third period. Cedar for the Vikings getting it across the timeline. Gets it over to Slope. Slope bounce pass in to Rathbone. He takes a jumper at the free throw line, gets it in for two. And with that, the Vikings take a timeout. So we will come back and take a timeout as well right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Athletes hustle, nurses hustle, recruiters hustle. Guess who's hiring? One staff, and we're ready for the next team of all-stars. Casual work environment, unlimited opportunity, work hard, play hard, apply today, osmcareers.com. One staff's goal is to have more personal touch with the travelers we work for and the employees we hire to work with in the health.
Welcome back to Falcon Gymnasium as the Falcons take on the Vikings of Lakeview. The third period, Falcons with a lead, 37-25. 5:03 left of the third period. Falcons will get the inbound coming out of the timeout. Olsen stepping out to inbound, gets it to Schieber. Schieber gets it across the timeline. Sends it to Wohlers on the near side. And then Wohlers gets it over to Foster. Foster, a couple of dribbles. Sends out to Wohlers at the top of the key. Back to Foster. Foster sends it across to Schieber. To Wohlers, takes the three, and it rims out, but gets his own rebound. You can hear the crowd's reaction on that one as he gets called for charging. Turnover to the Vikings. Cedar gets it across the timeline, sends it over to Slope. Slope at the top of the key. To Rathbone. Rathbone underneath. Gets it into Haruda. Haruda trying to find help here. Gets it out to Vogt. Vogt to Slope. Cedar now drives in to the free throw line. Pass gets taken away by Wohlers, and now Falcons with the ball. Schieber calling out the play. Gets it to Wohlers. Wohlers sends it to the near corner as Foster gets it back out to Wohlers. Wohlers to Schieber on the left side. Underneath to Wohlers. He puts it up and drops it in for two. 39-25, Falcons with a lead. Slope gets across the timeline and goes to the top of the key. Calls a play. Rathbone now with the ball on the near side. Back to Slope on the far side. Driving in, gets it out to Vogt. Vogt with Slope. Tipped out, and the rebound gets back out to Rathbone. Rathbone to Vogt. Vogt gets it over to Cedar on the far side. All the way across the near side. Rathbone drains the three from the near side. Inbound to Wohlers for the Falcons. Falcons on the near side. Get back out to Olsen. Olsen to Schieber. Schieber looking for help. Gets it to Asher. Asher at the top of the key. He's driving in the lane. Puts it up. Not able to get it to drop in. Rebound by Cedar. Cedar sends it forward because sends it out of bounds. Goes to the Falcons. So Smith coming in, replacing Wohlers for the Falcons. And Olsen is out, and he is replaced by Trost. On the far side, Asher at the top of the key, gets it to Schieber. Schieber gets the screen. And it's called an illegal screen, so that is a second team foul. And second personal foul for Colton Trost. Vikings inbound, get it to Slope. Slope across the timeline. Sends it forward. Gets it over to Hink gets it to Rathbone. Rathbone now underneath to Olsen. Olsen to Slope on the near side. Pass gets taken away to Asher. Asher puts it up as he drives. Battle for the ball right there. Gets it over for the Vikings. They get it to Slope. Slope sends it to Rathbone. A lot of physical play in this game. Slope. He sends it out to Haruda. Haruda to Olsen. Olsen is able to turn around, put the jumper up. No call on that one. Asher sends it forward to Schieber. Schieber to Asher. Asher across over to Foster. Foster gets it to Schieber. Schieber to Smith. Smith sends it across to Asher. Asher had to jump to get it. In the lane, sends it back to Smith. Takes a three and drains it. 58.2 seconds left in the third period. 42-30. And with that, Falcons take a timeout. And we will go ahead and take a timeout as well right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Omaha Animal Medical Group is a full-service veterinary clinic located at 3316 North 120th Street in Omaha. Our 3 doctors are available for regular appointments, walk-ins, emergencies, and surgical procedures. Dr. Courtney Knott of Omaha Animal Medical Group offers small animal veterinary in-home visits to Valley and Waterloo residents. This is a low-stress option for your pet's health care needs.
Omaha Animal Medical Group, where pets are family.
Welcome back to Falcon Stadium. We have a battle before us right here on WDCNEmedia.com. Now Falcons with a lead, 42-30, 58 seconds left of the third period. Slope gets it to Ruda. Ruda loses control and taken over by Olsen. Olsen gets across the timeline. Pulls back. Sets up a play. .29 seconds left. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Falcons looking to have one of the last plays. Across to the far side. Olsen, a bounce pass underneath, sends it out. Schieber takes the shot. Shot clock violation. 8 seconds left of the third period. See, we have a couple of players coming in for the one for the Falcons. So we'll see who we have. We have Pettit coming in, replacing Wohlers. .1, so they adjusted the clock. Inbound now gets to Rathburn. Rathburn gets fouled. And that's the first team, or the third team foul, first personal foul by Pettit. 7.2 seconds left. Olsen inbounds to Slope. Slope drives in. 5 seconds left. Gets underneath. And Olsen goes up. Does not drop in, but draws the foul with 1.8 seconds left. 42-30. So we have Parker Olsen going to the free throw line, and that is the second personal foul for Pettit. First attempt is good. 42-31. Nolan Asher is in, as well as Wohlers. Olsen's second attempt. That's off the mark. And at the buzzer, it hits but bounces out. So, 3 complete. Falcons lead by 11, 42-31 over the Lakeview Vikings. We'll be back in 1 minute for the fourth period of basketball right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Welcome to Porky Butts Barbecue, a proud sponsor of DC West Athletics.
Hey guys, Blaine here for Porky Butts Barbecue. Teaming up with the local community means a lot to my wife and I, and giving back to the community means everything. We're excited to continue serving award-winning barbecue to our community and everybody that just enjoys our smoked meat.
You can find Porky Butts award-winning barbecue located off of 156th and Maple, where we offer dine-in and catering perfect for any size of events.
Come to Porky Butts where we're smoking our butts off.
Anchor Roofing and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of DC West Falcons, and they can handle all roofing needs, both residential and commercial. Their philosophy is just built around how you would like to be treated as if they were in your shoes. So they take away all that guesswork by having open, honest dialogue with their customers. It makes the whole process easier for everyone. Learn more at anchorroofing.com.
Welcome back to the Falcon Gymnasium. It is the beginning of the fourth period. And the Vikings with the ball. Cedar gets it forward to Slope. Slope underneath to Olson. Olson pushing back, puts up the jumper, is able to drop that in for two. Falcons inbound to Olson. Takes his time across the timeline. Sends it across to Wohlers. Wohlers gets it over to Smith. Smith back out to Olson. Olson to Schieber. Schieber to Olson on the right side, all the way down to Wohlers. Wohlers back to Asher. Original starting lineup in the play for the Falcons. Olson drives in, puts it up. Not able to get a drop in, and off time on his rebound. Rebound by Vogt for the Vikings. Get it out to Cedar. Cedar sends it to Rathbone. Rathbone to Olston on the near side. Olston gets it to Cedar. Cedar to Slope. Slope gets in, but sends it back out to Olson. Olson drives in, trying to strip away the ball, and sends it back out to Cedar. Cedar gets the screen. 3-point by Rathbone, and that was off the mark, and shot clock violation. Good defense by the Falcons. Inbound goes to Schieber. Schieber sets up the play. Bounce pass to Asher at the top of the key. Back to Schieber on the right side. He drives in the lane, drives in, puts it up, and drops it in for two. 44-33. Falcons with an 11-point lead continued. 6:20 left of the game. Cedar looking for help. Gets it over to Rathbone on the near side. Voigt will send it to Cedar. Cedar coming across at the 3-point line. All the way across to Olston. Olston. Pass anticipated to Rathbone, but Rathbone turned and went the other direction, and so goes out of bounds. Turnover to the Falcons. So Foster inbounds to Schieber. Schieber across the timeline. Sets up the play. He drives up the lane. Picks it up. Gets it back out to Olson on the near side. Olson drives the lane and goes across. Gets it over to Foster, who takes the three and drains it. 3 points right there. 14-point lead now for the Falcons. 47-33, 5:44 left of the game. Cedar gets it over to Slope. Slope on the far side. Passes it to Rathbone. Rathbone all the way across the slope on the near side. He drives in the lane. Drives in. Draws the foul. Does not able to get it to drop, but that does send him to the free throw line. That's the first team foul of the fourth period for the Falcons, and first personal foul by Caden Foster. So Caleb Slope, 6'1" senior at the free throw line. First attempt is up, and that is good. 47-34. So Smith replaces Olson for the Falcons in between shots. So now we have Slope with the second attempt, and that is up, and that is good. 47-35, 12-point lead for the Falcons. Asher inbounds to Schieber. Schieber, Asher at the top of the key, back to Schieber on the far side. Takes the three and is short. Rebound by Slope for the Vikings. He gets it over to Rathbone. Rathbone gets it to Olston. Olston stops inside to Vogt. Vogt underneath, trying to drive his way in. He puts it up, he drops in, and he draws the foul against Wohlers. So that is the fourth personal foul for Zane Wohlers, and that sends Grayson Vogt to the free throw line for the and one. Right now, 10 points separates the teams, 5:07 left. The and one attempt is up and is good. 3 points the old-fashioned way. Inbound goes to Olson. Olson gets across the timeline, taking his time, setting up the play. Looking for the screen, drives in the lane, pulls back. Gets it back out to Schieber. Schieber to Asher. Asher gets the screen, drives in the lane, sends it to the near side. Wohlers takes the three and drains it. 50-38. 12 points. And with that, take a timeout. We'll go ahead and take that timeout as well right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Water is the source of life, and with more of us moving to the dream of quiet country living, we need a trusted source for our home's water needs. AWS Well Company of Meade is that professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. Full service provider and one stop for everything from private to commercial water well drilling. Put AWS Wells expertise to work for your water needs. Find out more about the area's groundwater pros. Go to awswell.com. Athletes hustle, nurses hustle, recruiters hustle. Guess who's hiring? One staff, and we're ready for the next team of all-stars. Casual work environment, unlimited opportunity. Work hard, play hard. Apply today. osmcareers.com. One staff's goal is to have more personal touch with the travelers we work for and the employees we hire to work with in the healthcare industry. One staff makes it fun because of the exceptional talent and sparkling souls we seek out to hire. You can apply today, osmcareers.com.
Falcons taking on the Vikings of Lakeview right here on WDCNEmedia.com. Coming out of the timeout, Vikings with the ball. Olson inbounds to Cedar. Cedar drives across the line to the far side as we see Henk takes the three. That one's off the mark and ends up going out of bounds, becoming Falcon basketball. 4:28 left of the game. 50-38. Falcons with the lead. Asher inbounds to Schieber. Schieber slowly gets across the timeline, sends it back to Asher at the top of the key. Asher to Schieber on the near side, drives up and puts the layup in for two. 52-38, 14-point lead for the Falcons. Cedar sends it across to Henk. Henk gets to Cedar, sends it back out to Volk. Or I'm sorry, that is Olston with the three. Falcons inbound, get it over to Schieber. Schieber to Asher. Asher sends it to Olson on the far side. He drives in, puts it up. No basket. And what do we see here? Stays with the Falcons. So that is a foul, team foul, personal foul against first foul against Blake Rathbone. So the basket doesn't count, but it does send Olson to the free throw line. And the attempt is up and it rims out. Rebound by Olson for the Vikings. Gets it over to Rathbone. Rathbone to Volk. Volk takes a three, and that one's off the mark. And rebound by Olson for the Falcons. Olson gets it over to Asher. Asher to Schieber on the near side. Schieber to the top of the key, gets it over to Asher. Asher sends it across to Olson. Olson to the far side to Wohlers. Wohlers gets it back out to Smith. Asher is at the top of the key. He drives in the lane, loses it, and then sends it over to the Vikings. Vikings send it forward. Olson drags the foot a little bit, but gets away with it. Over the near side is Henk. Sends the pass all the way across to Rathbone. Rathbone drives across, gets it to Volk. Volk back to Rathbone. Rathbone, top of the key. He's driving in the lane. He puts it up, and it comes back out. Rebound by Wohlers for the Falcons. Pulls back, voids the steal. Setting up the play. 2:33 left. of the game. Gets it over to Schieber. Schieber dribbles to the top of the key and hands it off to Asher. Asher now passes it over to Schieber. Schieber drives the lane, pulls back to the three-point line. Calls it and then sends it over to Wohlers, who takes the three, and that one's off the mark. Rebound is by Olsen, who draws the foul. So on the rebound, Olsen gets it. Then he gets fouled, and it's the second team foul and the first personal foul for Nash Henk. Falcons get to inbound their own baseline underneath their basket. Sends it across to Smith. Smith to Asher at the top of the key. Asher sets up, drives in, sends it back over to Olsen. Olsen drives in, and then he gets fouled, and foul is going to go against Vogt. Grayson Vogt, and that's the third team foul. That's actually the second foul against Slope. I didn't even see him there, but that's okay. Inbound gets to Smith. Smith sends it to Schieber. Schieber in the near corner. Trades places with Smith. Sends it across to Wohlers. Wohlers back to Schieber. Very physical play going on. Reaching in, another foul, fourth team foul against the Vikings. Minute 49 left. Second personal foul for Nash Henk. Out of bounds off of the inbound, which gets shoved out of bounds from the Vikings. Inbound goes to Asher. Asher to Wohlers. Wohlers tries to send it across, but not able. It was stolen away by the Vikings. Sends it forward to Sloop. His three-point attempt's off the mark. Rebound by the Falcons. Get it all the way forward. Smith. Smith then a 2-on-1 underneath, but the pass off the mark and taken away by the Vikings. But that forward pass taken away by Smith, and he does the layup. Puts it up and two. Now we have Olsen for the Vikings. Gets it to Vogt. Vogt pushes. That is definitely a foul. You can't do that. So, yep, that is the fifth team foul. It was an offensive foul, so Falcons now inbound. Smith has it. Sends it in. Gets it over to Asher. Asher across the top, and he gets fouled. So that's going to send. Oh, nope, there's a timeout there. So we'll take a short timeout, but we'll keep it right here. Say thank you to the Falcon Pride Booster Club and, again, all of the sponsors that support the students, the athletes, and the school of DC West. Beyond Dreams Custom Landscape, Cook Cups, Shields, Heidi Sesco Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Junkstock, New Moon Cleaning, Omaha Animal Medical Group, Daubert Construction, Anchor Roofing, AWS Well Company, One Staff, Raystone Wealth Partners, Brian Urban, Smart Freight Funding, TDH, and Porky Butts. If you want to learn more or how you can be a part of it all, you can click on the QR code for the Falcon Pride Booster Club when it comes across on the upper left-hand corner. Coming out of the break, Falcons with the inbound. Wohlers going to be doing the honors. And he sends it straight in to Asher. Asher gets it over Schieber. Schieber drives in the lane, puts it up, drops it in for two. 52 seconds left. 58-41. Vikings get it forward to Olsen. Olsen to Slope, takes a long three, and that one bounces around, comes out. Rebound by Smith for the Falcons. Smith drives across, sends it to the near side. Olsen. Olsen backs out to the near side, slowing things down with a 17-point lead. 18 seconds left on the shot clock, 22 seconds left of the game. Trying to set it up, so really almost kind of dribble this one out. So we have the shot clock violation. It's a Vikings basketball. So Vikings get to inbound and really see what they do with the last 6 seconds here. To the far side, long three, and that one's off the mark. And that is the game, 58-41. Very physical game. But again, the Falcons are able to win and extend. 10-1 is their record now. So we'll take a quick break and again say thank you to all the sponsors as we go into the AWS Well Company and Anchor Roofing post-game show right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Anchor Roofing and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of DC West Falcons, and they can handle all roofing needs, both residential and commercial. Their philosophy is just built around how you would like to be treated as if they were in your shoes. So they take away all that guesswork by having open, honest dialogue with their customers. It makes the whole process easier for everyone. Learn more at anchorroofing.com. Water is the source of life, and with more of us moving to the dream of quiet country living, we need a trusted source for our home's water needs. AWS Well Company of Meade is that professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. Full service provider and one stop for everything from private to commercial water well drilling. Put AWS Wells expertise to work for your water needs. Find out more about the area's groundwater pros. Go to awswell.com.
Well, that's going to wrap up our coverage tonight as send everybody home as early as possible because of the weather. If it gets a little bit cold, could turn slick. But so stay safe, stay warm. We'll be back here on Saturday as we will see more basketball. The tip-off for the girls starts at 2:30, boys to follow. So again, come join us, be a part of this. We look forward to having you a part of all of our coverage right here on WDCNEmedia.com. Again, thank you to the Falcon Pride Booster Club. Thank you to the administration of DC West. Thank you to all the sponsors, including Beyond Dreams Custom Landscape, Cook Cups, Shields, Heidi Sesko, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Junk Stock, New Moon Cleaning, Omaha Animal Medical Group, Dauber Construction, Anchor Roofing, AWS Well Company, One Staff, Raystone Wealth Partners, Brian Urban, Smart Freight Funding, TDH, and Porky Butts. I'm Kelly Johnson, and you guys have a great